Typically, I made you wait a little bit longer, but it is Monday. It is Deadpool Monday. The Deadpool trailer just dropped yesterday after Super Bowl Sunday. And this is the Nerds Underground, and we got to get right into the shits tonight. What's going on? It is your boy, King Country in the building. And as always, I'm joined by the best co-host on YouTube, my man's Justin. What's popping off, Justin? What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just riding the highs and the highs of yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
He is high on MCU life right now. Because let's be real, everybody in nerd fandom, everybody in Nerd Kingdom is high on the MCU life. And if it seems like we're just gonna hop right into the damn stream, Justin, it's because
we are.
Like,
Yes, sir.
There's no need to beat around the bush. We know the Chiefs won. We know Taylor Swift was in that shit for less than 1% of the Super Bowl. We know all that shit's happening. We know that's his second team, his stepson team, and he's happy for his stepson. But either way, what we got to get into right now is the Deadpool 3 trailer, because I don't know if you remember when we were here Monday night, or last Thursday rather, your boy had reservations. Your boy was a little bit iffy. Your boy was like, yo, if they do what's in the trailer that was leaked out for the trailer, I'm just like, I'm not sure if it's going to really slap the way it should. And Justin, this is one of those, a lot of moments, to be honest, where I hope I'm wrong. And this was one of those moments where I was wrong, Justin. That trailer was pristine. That trailer was everything that we effing needed to be hyped. What's going on, Mr. Griffin? What's going on, Dan the Man? What's going on, Jared? What's poppin', Jared? It's good to see you in the building. But look, I'm gonna be real here. Like that trailer, that teaser trailer, it was a teaser trailer. Gave us everything we needed. Gave us enough to speculate on. Gave us enough for people to be wrong about. I think the biggest debate out there is whether the TVA is the same or if it's not. Like, what the hell is going on with the TVA, right? It is really what we needed, bro. Like, they didn't go too hard on Deadpool, right? Like, they let me know that we're going to get that Deadpool comedy, and it worked a little bit better this time for me, and I'm just more hyped to see it involved in the MCU universe. I think that's what, for me, was missing from the previous Deadpool franchises, is that there was no connectivity to the universe that I was already deeply vested in, and in this case now that we're going to be vested in this shit. So all that to say, this Deadpool teaser trailer, for me, gets a 9. I can't give it a full out 10. And I don't know necessarily what would have made it a 10, but to me, I can't, in my gut feeling, I can't necessarily give it all the way a 10. But to me, it gives me a 9. So just based on the hype level, the things that we like from the trailer, just Justin, what did this trailer give you?
Bro, I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking solid. I can't front. So,
and here's the thing, like, I'm at a 9 because I don't know if I wanted more. Like, it felt like it could have been more to be desired as to like what's actually happening in that movie, but I'm not necessarily sure that I wanted that, right? Because if they give me more, then I might come away and saying they gave a little bit too much. So
going off of that too, man, then it's like it has to be a solid 9 for me because it was just right in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't put in too much, you put in just enough. It was a solid ass trailer. Even the little teaser from the Super Bowl to get you to go watch the full trailer was even nice too. But yeah.
And let me know in the chat how you feel about my man's Mr. Griffin. The Griff says he gives it an 8. That's what I've been seeing out there. I've been seeing a lot of 8s. I've been seeing a lot of 9s. Not really a lot of 10s, and I find that to be encouraging because people ain't just out here cupcaking for the MCU Jesus. So I'm loving that. Dan the Man says, interesting take. Another YouTuber I know said that he felt like they Disney-fied your boy. I didn't see that at all. It felt like he was giving his good shits. There was even an F word that was in there that was kind of bleeped out. Like, we're getting
the fact
to
that they had blood splatter in a commercial.
Blood splatter. On their YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
On their YouTube.
Yeah.
Look, Mr. Griffin, save that question for down the road because we're going to be getting into all of that conversation today. What's going on, C-Dub? And Jared says the first 2 Deadpools were so damn good that I'd be even hype if it wasn't in the MCU. MCU doubles hype, though. Look, I'm not a huge Deadpool franchise fan. I just can't. I'm just going to be real. Like, I'm not in the MCU had a large role to play in that. The state of Fox had a large role to play in that. And also, too, like, the second Deadpool movie really, like, I'm more so a fan of, like, Zazie Beetz being in that, Jane. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really pulled into that movie. But what's going on with Brooke Chin? I'm mostly hyped for Deadpool 3, mostly because of Wolverine. That is the kitten and caboodle, Deadpool and Wolverine, the name of the movie that's lit. So, chat, can I just ask you, chat? Look, we're definitely going to scrub through, but chat, can I ask y'all, are y'all just down to watch the trailer one more again? Chat, are you down to watch the trailer one more time? Let me know in the chat. Put some fists in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're down to watch the trailer one more time. Because I'm going to be real. I've watched the trailer about 10 times by now, Justin.
10 times?
Yeah, I watched it like 5 times last night. I watched it like twice this morning. And then before the stream tonight, just to make sure I can get in on my, just to make sure the things that I thought I saw was there, I watched it again like 3 times before stream. I don't know if that equals 10, but it's been about 10 times. So we down to watch the stream. We down to watch the trailer again. So let's watch the trailer again right now. And then we'll scrub through the trailer and get into some of this conversation here. And I think the best time we'll do that to scrub through the trailer, because we do have someone who has the expertise kind of knowledge on the leaks that's been surrounding Deadpool coming into the building tonight. So after we get through the trailer, I think it'd be a good time to bring him in and ask him, throw our thoughts out there and see if his leaks match up. So, further ado, let's watch this trailer.
It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
Wade Wilson? Who's asking? Whoa. Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled
I love how they came in with the
unconscious.
TVA
I was
music.
unconscious. Who
Like
are
right
you?
there.
Why am I here?
Walk with me.
I have many reasons
Wait.
why I feel like it's the exact same team.
You are special. This is your chance.
To be a hero among heroes. I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your
I
little
also can see why
cinematic
people don't think
universe
it's the same
is
TVA.
about to change
Like, that makes
forever.
sense. Like, if you don't think it's the same TVA, it
I'm the
makes
Messiah.
absolute sense
I
why you would think that.
am Marvel Jesus.
That's just so good. Like, this sequence right here is so good. What's going on, Chillin?
God, please! Oh my fuck! God, I love this
I'm pretty sure the trailer's very loud right now. Turn that shit down. Yeah. Y'all can hear me now, though, I bet, right?
Give me a handout. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Bet. All right. That's out there. And we got out to a late start tonight. And I had our guest coming to the building. I guess supposed to be here, and he's on time, and he's prompt. I'm not going to leave our guest waiting. So without further ado, the man that we have coming into the studio tonight, and it's kind of perfect timing because we got some thoughts about this trailer, got some thoughts about who could be in this movie, Justin, right?
Yeah.
And the person who keeps the receipts, he keeps tabs of all the leaks out there, he keeps tabs of all the rumors, make sure everybody's on track, make sure everybody's keeping up on their shit and not saying something that they didn't say. He's the person out there making sure that y'all hit the like button when y'all pop up in this junk. I just threw that out there. Make sure you hit that like button. We got none other than my man's Ryan from the Geeky Cast. What's going on, bruh?
What's up, man?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
Yo, we are doing good. We are just hyped to have this nerdy shit back in our like. Look, it's been here. We've been getting nerdy movies. We've been getting nerdy content. But the fact that like we are finally here with seeing some actual footage of Deadpool is just another thing in itself that we're excited for. Ryan, we got some questions for you, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
we
let's
do.
go.
We do.
Look, first of all, let's just ask you. Justin and I put this out there. Just your first thoughts. Just how do you feel about this trailer? and this is what you expected to see from the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I literally dropped a kind of check mark thing, and I mean, everything that I pretty much said came into that trailer. Obviously, I'm not the main person. I talk to other people, and people tell me some things and whatnot. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to read something and to see a couple photos, and it's another thing to completely see the entire trailer. And honestly, like people are, comparing right now. It's like a big thing where they're comparing the Marvels and Deadpool, and it's like. And I don't think it's necessarily that one's better than the other. I think it's the fact that it's Ryan Reynolds, it's the nostalgia of Deadpool, and we know exactly what they're gonna do. Like, it's Deadpool. Like, we're not going PG Disneyfying stuff where we can go rated R. And I mean, he dropped that joke at the very beginning that they essentially in other languages they already blocked it out.
Right.
So I mean, it's definitely different. I'm excited. I really like it. I liked that they didn't show too much Wolverine, and I liked that they didn't really show any of the other cameos. So I think
I
that's
like that too.
I love that too, man. And I feel like the biggest thing of people getting a sense of where we're headed here is like what's actually going on in this movie. And they did a great job of just giving us enough to debate. They did a good job of us just giving us enough to theorize without giving out the whole pie for us to know what we're actually about to digest in this movie. Now, with that being said, I want to jump right into, and here's how this works. I know you're in the leaks. I know you're in the rumors. And I want to throw some stuff out there. Justin may want to throw some stuff out there as well. And I want to see if what we're saying is just, I'm not going to say if right or wrong, but if there are leaks that say that we're just far off the track.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my first thing here, and this is what me and Justin are on, and we're going to get into this debate going into our evidence more later, and I think it's the biggest question out there, is this the same fucking TVA?
Yes.
My thought is it's the same exact damn TVA, and it would be stupid for it to not be the same TVA. But to me, it's the same TVA for multiple reasons. You could either look at them monitoring the branches going off. You could just kind of look at either, if you want to even point out the fact that the interrogation room is green instead of orange, there's an explanation for that. Is there any rumors or anything out there leading that there will be two TVAs?
Well, I mean, if you go by comic knowledge wise, there's only one. It's outside of space and time. So it's like the thing that I was watching today was Rob from Comic Explains, and he was going on to say pretty much that it's like, think of it this way. It takes place after Loki season 2. So from that way in form, we don't know exactly what's going on. Hence why they don't show Mobius. Hence why a lot of the other people, how do we know that they didn't go back onto their own timelines?
Right.
How do we know they didn't just all leave at that point? Like we saw in the Loki show. And essentially it's just, another team, just building up their time. And obviously there's a war that's going to happen eventually. So that's like the whole big buildup of that trailer.
And how do we know they didn't get promoted?
That is true. I mean, for all we know, Mobius could be running it all.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing it's a different point in their timeline, basically, right? That means they can still drop him in any part of the timeline because I guess they would have access to the main timeline, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't want to go down the rabbit hole here, but I've had this theory before Loki season 2 came out, like after Loki season 1, and we saw the timelines expand.
Yeah.
And this theory kind of got scrubbed away, but it kind of came back after No Way Home, was that they were going to retroactively make these universes or make these timelines a part of the MCU multiverse and timeline, to where that, these movies came out 20 years ago. That doesn't matter because now, because of the multiverse, we can act like they've been in the multiverse ever since the end of Loki, and that we just witnessed those timelines at that different, at that point in time. So basically everything from then on is multiversal canon, even if you want to look at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. These things seem to be multiversal canon in a way. So does it seem like they're kind of retroactively going back and making the things in the Fox X-Men canon, or is it maybe even so that this isn't even the Fox X? I mean, well, you got the logo. You had the Fox X-Men logo.
Yeah.
Maybe that was pruned before. Like, what's kind of the scuttlebutt around?
Well, if you remember, they were talking about when Kevin came on, and he talked about how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Defenders and all that stuff, it's all canon now. The way I like to see it is, and this is just from my perspective, obviously I hear some things and whatnot, but I mean, the more there's the original leaks that came out which we're not talking about the Magneto one. That to me is just stupid. That's not even a viable thing. I've argued against that since the beginning. That realistically, it's kind of like just a road trip, and it's like, Deadpool is this chosen person, the Jesus of Marvel, who essentially, I feel like the reason why he's chosen is because obviously he has a special skill. He becomes an Omega level mutant in the comics at some point in time when he's chosen by, the power cosmic and stuff like that. And so he's a little bit different. He's on their radar because he went through all these different things in Deadpool 2 and was changing everything. If you remember that, he changed everything, hence the beginning of the trailer. So, I mean, realistically, there's a lot to explore, obviously, in this film. I think it's more of, honestly, like, he's going to different parts in time and he's fixing it. I can't remember what video game it was, but there was a game a while ago, years ago, obviously, where they were going and they were changing different parts of the time. And that's kind of what it seems like. Like, he jumped in Avengers or Age of Ultron, and he's going here and he's going there. There was a rumor about de-aging Wolverine. Cassandra Nova's in the trailer, which a lot of these characters, I don't think they're as big as roles as we're told.
Nope.
And I think it's really just so. My friend, real quick, I don't want to sidetrack, but my buddy, real quick, Alex from Cosmic Circus. I don't know if you follow him or not, but he always puts out very specific tweets that if you read them, they're right. The way he words stuff, I've learned over the years. Like, he put, who is the villain in Deadpool and Wolverine? Cassandra Nova, the Deadpool corpse, Magneto, and the multiverse, right? Well, we know for a fact all those characters are in this film.
Right.
So why wouldn't it be the multiverse collapsing? And essentially what's happening is Deadpool has to change and alter things so that maybe it can almost be back to normal. Like, everything's spreading so fast, but it's all contained into one tree at this point.
Right.
Is the big thing. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a wild ride. That's all I'll say for right now.
My theory, I have this theory out here, and we're going to get into it, after the interview, I kind of go deep diving in it. Fixed point in time. Oh, where did he go? He come back? Is he coming back? There he goes. He's back. Let me get him back in here. There he goes. He's back. Look. So I got this theory out there, and we're gonna dive into it. But is it possible that this fixed point in time shit, the canon events from Spider-Man, fixed point in time, those things are still coming back into play? And I had this theory, and then I went and watched New Rockstars, and he brought up the point of, it looks like Vanessa could be dying. And to me, that would be perfect for a fixed point in time, because even though Deadpool goes to go save Vanessa, at the fixed point in time, if she's supposed to die in his art, then she still continues to die. Fixed point in time, if you continue to F with that will cause the universe to break. That will cause the universe to be destroyed, regardless if you mess up a fixed point in time.
Yeah.
Is there any,
well, I mean, realistically, if Multiverse of Madness said anything, that yes, because Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange constantly loses his Christine.
Yeah.
Every single time. I mean, obviously, besides the 616 one, which we don't know yet if he does eventually lose her.
Right.
But I mean, all the other ones, every Doctor Strange at some point in time deals with the dark arts, becomes evil, something happens. I mean, it seems like they're all kind of doing it over and over again. And, I really, there's so much going on right now that, like, we're so far away. So I can't really be like, oh, well, so-and-so Secret Wars, I could say, oh, these are the old rumors that I have, but it doesn't mean anything at this point, because now I think that Levy is going to be the director for Secret Wars after that tease, so we don't really know at this point right now, honestly.
Justin, you got anything you want to throw out?
So do you think, first of all, would you say this trailer was more so of a turning point for Marvel fans now? Because the hype level, I think I see it now. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the juice in a while, but I think it's a little.
Yo, why am I losing everybody? Why is this happening, Streamlabs? Yo, this is definitely a Streamlabs thing. Justin's been telling me I need to leave Streamlabs alone anyway, and just go to straight OBS. This is a Streamlabs thing, folks.
Streamlabs is not great. It's just not.
It seems not to
But
be.
do you feel the juice is back? Since I know you're more on Twitter than I am. I check out a lot. So
I mean, yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, I've not seen so many memes of just that gun reload scene, or like just
It's fire, man.
it
Yeah.
looks. I mean, it's gonna be good. I mean, it's going to be good, and it's like honestly, most of this film we have no idea yet. Like they're so like down low right now. Like there's that much information out of the film right now. Like it's pretty crazy, honestly. Like
So
we have,
even so
oh,
even
what's
you
up?
don't have the like even you aren't having like somebody who's the leaks of the leaks and into this shit really doesn't have that much info as the plot shit, right?
Well, I mean, from pretty much from Cryptic and Alex, which
Mhm.
who honestly never miss, like never miss. I mean, obviously the whole ending is that rumor with the whole pizza factor or pizza place and whatnot, which but I don't know where we're building up to because I haven't seen a lot of anything yet. Like usually I'm talking we're like seeing stuff or like there's descriptions of scenes. Like I had the entire description of the trailer before it was out. Like but it's like I don't have that yet of the film. The film's still a while away. Usually that breaks like 2 months before, I would say, give or take.
Mhm.
So I'm getting a lot of stuff now, but once again, I don't know if I can trust them or not, and I have to dig into all this stuff. So really, yeah, it's kind of like in the dark, and it's nice because it's kind of like Ryan Reynolds' company is in control
Right.
under Disney. So that's kind of why it's a little bit different, honestly.
I
So
love
would you
it.
think with the kind of the vagueness of this trailer, which I think is kind of a different thing we've seen from a lot of their trailers.
Yeah.
Some of these trailers they've been throwing out have been just pretty much they throw everything out on the
Oh
table.
yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
You think with them kind of with this being a little bit more cryptic but still a fire trailer, do you think this means they're standing by this one a little more strongly than they have in the past?
I mean, they didn't show Hugh Jackman. So I mean, it's got to tell you like there's going to be a lot. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is going. I don't feel like this is going to be a No Way Home banger, but I feel like
Mhm.
this is definitely going to be. It'll be the billion. I think it'll be right between Multiverse of Madness and No Way Home.
Look, and then Taylor Swift is in the movie, and I don't know, is she in the movie? Like, if Taylor Swift is in the movie, it's definitely above.
Yeah,
Top five.
that's
That's
where
the
I
thing,
feel.
man.
Yeah,
And that's
I
not even has
Taylor
nothing
Swift
to do
is
with
in the movie and they didn't put her in the trailer. That means to me they are confident.
oh for sure. I mean, let's be real now. Blake Lively is Lady Deadpool.
Mhm.
Taylor Swift is going to be Taylor Swift, and I feel like it's going to be towards the end of the movie. I feel like it's going to be once Deadpool gets into the 616, and I feel like he's going to be fangirling. I feel like
Yeah.
that's going to be the whole thing. Like I almost want. I mean, I've said this multiple times. I don't know if I've said this to you guys, but I almost want him to like get into the 616 and realize he can't cuss anymore. Like he tries to cuss and like a car goes by or like a truck honks and he's like going up to Taylor Swift and then he realizes it and he starts talking to us and he realizes he can't cuss. Like that would be perfect. Like have it at least feel without diminishing Deadpool is the thing. Because you can't put him in other movies if it's not R without diminishing him really. I mean, at least Disney.
Yeah, he'd be like their one F bomb.
Yeah. You're the one that bomb. The one
Yep.
the one motherfucker that.
Yep.
Now look, let me ask you this then.
Yep.
We got these villains that showed up here that popped up. You got Pyro. I think we saw a little bit of Toad pop up in there. And then of course you see oh my god, you see Cassandra Nova, right?
Yeah.
With those characters, especially Cassandra, I just get the feeling that she's gonna be nerfed. I don't know.
Oh,
Like
for sure.
I feel I get the feeling that these people are really just plot devices and won't really be as powerful. Now, like I know, like when you hear some people are thinking like, oh, she may be the villain in this movie. Like when people hear that she's gonna be like, she may be the one that. But I don't get the sense at all. Like I feel like it's just gonna be
Yep.
a joking device for Deadpool in that instance. Is there any credence up to those band of heroes really? I mean, those band of villains really being like an actual integral villain part? Because I feel like at some point Deadpool's going to work with them instead of the TVA.
Well, it's kind of building up to the Deadpool corpse. So honestly,
Mhm.
I think Dreadpool is going to be the villain of this entire film. Honestly, Cassandra Nova, I was actually put out some info today, which I haven't talked about it yet, but someone sent me out and messaged me and pretty much said, Cassandra Nova is essentially going to be just a variant of Charles to show that, they're really pushing the variant, the multiverse, everything is caving in. Hence why they showed, Secret Wars issue 5 on the
Right.
floor, which is essentially is Doom going around and all the Molecule Man diminishing and then eventually Battle World popping up.
Right.
I think it's the build up to that. And it's going to kind of end up with everybody's going to be in the void. Like stuff is going to start coming together and different worlds are going to be coming down or whatnot. Something hectic. We need something crazy. And yeah, I think, Magneto will be a small role. Maybe Magneto will be like, he'll go into like X2 or X2 maybe, and maybe he'll like stop Magneto, or like, Cassandra Nova, he might go to It's a Desolate World, because that's what it looked like. She looked like she was coming out of a helicopter or something. Just the little things that those characters don't matter as much as we think they will. Because I would be pushing the villain. What movie have they not pushed the villain?
Right.
Have we seen a Marvel movie yet where they've not like actually advertised it? Wanda was advertised. They're all advertised heavily when they're the villain. Loki, Ultron, Thanos, they've all been advertised. And the feeling that she's not being advertised, I don't feel like she's going to be that big of a deal. We're only 4 months away.
Yeah, we're kinda
Which
close,
is
I'm
a
not
lot
gonna lie.
quicker than it. When you put it like
That's
that,
not
Ryan,
far.
When you put it like that, Ryan, that's like shit. We're really right around the corner from this thing. So look, my last question here.
Yep.
Is there a patch?
Yes, 100%.
Patch. Is it different? Is there a different actor playing?
He's in the
Patch?
Madripoor bar. So
And is
from
that
day one,
616?
oh, I don't know. I see what you're saying. Are you talking about the She-Hulk thing that went out today?
What was the
Is that what you're talking?
thing?
So somebody was saying, if you remember in She-Hulk, it said man with claws fights in bar.
Okay.
And it was hinting at the whole Madripoor bar fight, which
Oh,
is where Patch goes,
yeah.
where he's undercover.
Mhm.
Hence, they're trying to talk about Mr. Fix-It Hulk. It was the whole rumor going around because they keep advertising Hulk. There's like 4 different Hulk Easter eggs. There's the Ragnarok bed. There's the juice that Stan Lee drank. There's all these things. And I've been told since day one, and I will stay with it. And if I'm wrong, I will die on that hill. Daniel Radcliffe is going to be Patch. Taron Eger or whatever will be an X-Force Wolverine, and then you're going to get many different Wolverines.
Is this like an addition?
It's going to be, remember the portal scene that was all rumored about?
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of like that.
But is it like an addition for like maybe one of these people could potentially?
Oh no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think so. Honestly, I feel like they keep saying that the 616 Wolverine's not going to be around in this film, and I kind of believe it. I mean, who knows now? If Secret Wars after 2026, our Wolverine can be cast in 2026.
Yeah.
So I don't. And Daniel Radcliffe would be great. I mean, I have no problem. He's the height. He's muscular. He's
Both
a
of those
rugged
guys
guy.
could do it to me. I mean,
Yeah.
Pause.
Whoa, what you mean by that?
Both those guys can do it for me.
Still, what you mean
No,
by that?
They can be Wolverine. Look.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Anyway, look. I don't want to hold Ryan too long, but Ryan.
Yeah.
There's a movie coming out on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
From what I understand, you are going to be going to the movies to watch that movie.
I was supposed to go Wednesday. I'm going Saturday now, but my kid couldn't. My kid wanted to spend Valentine's Day together, so I'm like, whatever. I'll spend Valentine's Day. We'll go Saturday. It's actually world premiere tonight, so I should have all the info within the next, give or take, 2 hours.
There's no way in hell I'm going to go see this movie in theater. But,
Really?
Me either.
But
I'm not even.
let me ask you this: why should I? If I'm really like on the fence about it, why should I? As someone who, dude, you're the only person I know who's going to go see
Unless
why should I go?
I like this. This is for him
Okay.
because I'm out.
I'm out too.
I'm
but,
out.
But
I'm out on Sony until they come up with something that is no, it's not something. Until they come out with Beyond, I'm done with Sony.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Screaming out from the top.
Okay, but what happens when you realize that this is all building up? And yeah, it sounds
Don't
stupid,
care.
right? Just think it sounds dumb, right? I get it. It sounds stupid. Like, okay, well, why do we have Vulture? Why do we have Morbius? Okay, well, if they're building up a team, I don't think it's a Sinister Six because none of these characters are villains. They are anti-heroes, I would say. I would say they're more like Deadpool, Venom, all these characters. What if they're all being built up to go against Venom? Madam Web, the whole thing is she's building around the Spider-Verse. We're going to get a lot of views upon the Web of Destiny, all this kind of stuff. It's going to introduce you to a different Uncle Ben, which is played by Adam Scott. You're going to have a lot of things going on. It's going to be building around. We're going to see a baby Peter Parker and Ezekiel Sims. I don't know, but just from rumors, it's going to be talking about the Inheritors. It's going to be giving us about the powers of the Spider Totems and whatnot. And if we get the Inheritors eventually, like, I'm golden, because to bring in those kind of characters and having them hunting down the spider people instead of the Spot, just my take, because the spot
Yeah.
is kind of lame, but I like the Spider-Man movies regardless.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna see it. So I mean, if you guys don't want to, that's fine. I
No,
get it.
I'm just
But my
curious
thing
if you
is
know
this.
something that I didn't know because
Well, if I spoil it now, then it's not gonna be. It's
fuck
not
it,
gonna be
bro. I'm
entertaining.
not gonna go see it. Spoil it. For you. Look, is there a Spider-Man in there? Are we gonna get some reference of the web and life and
You're
destiny?
gonna get hinted at Spider people, but you're not gonna get Spider-Man.
Okay, then I have this as a question.
I know the question.
If this is where we're going, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have what, 6 Spider Women in this? Pretty much.
In one
Technically
universe?
4. Technically 4.
4. Are they all from the one universe?
Yes. But they're different people. You have
I'm done. No.
so you have Cassandra Webb, which is Madam Web, right? You have Julia Carpenter, which Julia Carpenter, fun fact, is the whole inspiration behind Peter Parker's black suit from Secret Wars issue 5 or 6. You have Spider-Girl, and then you have another Spider-Woman. But I get it. I see, because if they were smart, they would have done more characters like, Madam Web's niece, and they would have done a lot more. I get it. It's a Sony film, and like they
Or they
say,
just
it
would've
feels
put a
like it's
Spider-Man.
CGI.
Or they just wouldn't contradict their own movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you have to. It's almost why you have to have like a comic book writer write the timeline and then have a director just direct that. Like, I get it. Like, I want Hickman to do everything.
Yeah.
That's simple as that.
You mentioned
But I
Hickman.
get it.
You mentioned Hickman, and we bring it back to Deadpool here. Is that like really? I mean, I feel like there's no question we're getting Secret Wars, but to me, it's like, okay, they're definitely doing the Hickman Secret Wars, and like we knew that the multiverse falling apart. I
Yeah.
always had an idea, like if they're doing the Void thing, and we see the villains coming to the Void, and you got the TVA bringing out their chosen ones, and maybe that's like their way of combining both of those stories, which to me is a great spectacle of being able to have like both sides of the cameo, both villains, both heroes, duke it out while the universe gets destroyed, and then you can still mix it in there and have like your own separate set, like Loki, Wanda, Doctor Doom, and the Beyonder do their thing and save the multiverse like they do in the comics, just a different team lineup, right? So is there what that like entails? Like, is that really just confirming that we're getting Battle World? Like, is that what like maybe the consensus is, or even hearing something outside of that scene that like that
The
is
back to
actually what
back
they're
is
doing
the
with
Void is Battle World. That's what I've
Yeah.
heard thousands of times. But the thing is this. It doesn't seem like we're getting a multiverse after this. I feel like it's going to be one. Like, I don't feel like there's anything else. I think they're making it all one universe after this point, because it seems like it's not really like there's a chosen one, because if you think about a chosen one, then how do you choose between Toby, Andrew, and Tom?
You
Like,
choose
how do
Tom.
you but how? Like, what makes you choose Tom? Like, why?
His
Because he's
age.
but okay, but I mean, if he's sitting there fighting one of the other ones, 9 times out of 10, let's be real, Tom's not winning.
Right, yeah.
He I mean,
had
like,
experience.
I would personally like something where like they'd all fight, and all, as it's going down, they're all, and then it's the passing of the torch. Like,
Yeah.
Toby's like, "Oh, I know you. Good luck, kid." Falls off, or something. They got to do something where it's gonna all tie in, like. But it's just weird. It's different because it's cinematic universe, and I feel like they're not gonna. I feel like they're gonna drop it. I don't feel like Secret Wars is gonna be good like we think it's gonna be good. I think they're gonna drop it.
You think they're gonna drop the ball on Secret Wars?
100%. I don't think. Go back. Just do me a favor later.
Mhm.
Honestly, I did this, and I was like, emotion, tears, everything. Go back and rewatch the Infinity War trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and just realize that hype, that all those movies came to that. We had that build up. It was just crazy. That song that went with it. We don't have that anymore.
That's definitely for sure. And I felt like that's part of the reason why when people were talking about ditching Kang and just going with Doom, like just giving us Secret Wars now, I felt like that was the worst decision in the world, because Secret Wars isn't a movie that you rush. If anything, Secret Wars is a movie that you push back and make sure you get the shit right. Like, I don't care if Secret Wars doesn't come out to 2030. You do the shit right, build it up right, because Secret Wars was the first comic event. Well, I can't say that. Infinity War was the first comic event, but outside of that, it was the second big comic event that I read, and that shit was absolutely epic. So it's
Yeah.
like, I need them to actually get that shit right, and it's not quitting on your story. You have to go in there and make your story right, and have to go in there and do your shit. I still have
Yeah.
faith. I don't think it'll ever get back to the Endgame level or Infinity War level of like hype before the movie.
Yeah.
But I do feel like they do have an opportunity to put together, like, over these next, like, to me, we really just need, like, what, Deadpool. All right, this is gonna sound controversial, but from the ones that led up to Infinity War, right? Like you had a hell of a run from Civil War on.
Yep.
You had that hell of a run that led up to Infinity War.
Mhm.
I don't think it's too late for us to treat Phase 4 in the first part of Phase 5 like Phase 2, and that we can get into this Phase 3 of getting into this one hell of a run to where we lead up to Secret Wars, to where it's absolutely amazing, and maybe it is, if not on the same level as Infinity War, just a step below. Because one, Infinity War is the first, is like nostalgia bias. I don't think there's much in the world other than maybe just an absolute fucking masterpiece that would make you match Infinity War.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like I'm with you. I hope they don't drop the ball. This movie, Deadpool 3 trailer, hopefully what we get out of Deadpool 3 makes me feel like they're not going to, like, makes me feel like maybe we're heading in the right direction. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some of the things you hear about Fantastic Four makes me a little bit worried about it. Some of the things, like even what they're kind of shuffling around with, when you're shuffling, it makes you either happy that they're making changes, or it makes you worried that they're going to make changes and still give you something like Secret Invasion or some shit. So it is up there, but dude, in this moment, for right now, I'm hyped. I'm excited, and I can't wait to see where we're going. Is there anything else you want to add before we let you go here?
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but my problem isn't Fantastic Four. My problem isn't that, right? My problem is Sam Wilson, the Thunderbolts, like She-Hulk, the Marvel characters, like Moon Knight, like they're
Wonder
all
Man.
garbage. They're all garbage. Like I don't care about any of these characters, because the thing that the original saga did, and I get people are gonna be like, oh well, they got more time. No, it's not even that they were built up better. They were put into every single film. Like Robert Downey Jr. was in like 17 of the 22 films.
Exactly.
Like, even if it's for this much, throw Sam in there, throw Bucky in there, like throw She-Hulk, have She-Hulk like constantly working with Shuri, because she's supposed to be smart, kind of. I mean, She-Hulk, not Shuri. Shuri's obviously smart, but you know what I mean? Like, and then have Ironheart come in, but don't do all these stupid TV shows and then like, have them like in this place, but where's the character? Nowhere to be found. Like
missing that connectivity stuff.
Yeah, like how are you doing No Way Home? And then where's Hawkeye? Where's all these characters? They're gone. Like that's the stupid
And
part.
that's
the
maybe
ruin.
one thing that Bob Iger had touched on. Like, we're focused on our heavy IPs. Maybe
I
that's
hope
something
so.
great that they're doing with like having Ant-Man pop up in Spider-Man. Like it seems like Spider-Man may be becoming like the Civil War type of movie with like the ensemble cast popping up in there.
Devil Reigns. Yep.
Yeah,
Devil
so
Reigns.
I'm definitely with you there, and hopefully they get back to their formula, because they definitely stepped away from the formula of teasing a character or showing him, either giving us an Easter egg in the movie that a character is coming, or putting a character in a movie and then after that giving us his own movie, or having that character become just a solidified sidekick. And we do have to get out of this making the sidekick the star. Like the shit they did with I would say this to the grave, and I would say it till I'm blue in the fucking face. Anthony Mackie was not casted to lead the MCU as a Captain America. No way in hell he was.
He's a bad character.
And it's not, and they just need to not give people the "you've been here long enough, so we're going to elevate you" treatment. Same thing
They're not
with
even
Rhodes.
giving
Like,
him juice, man.
even with Rhodey. Yeah, my bad, Justin. What were you saying?
No, they're just not even giving him any juice. Like, they're not giving him a fighting chance of being cool.
Yeah, he's pathetic. Like he's pathetic.
I don't care if it's like not really a thing where he takes this. Fucking make him force him to take the serum. I don't care at this point.
I'll run up and stab him.
Yeah. Yes. Give it to him. I hate to be like that.
Drug
but
him.
make him fucking cool. Make him give us a reason to give a.
Wait till you see Isaiah Bradley.
Put an Alka-Seltzer Plus in his champagne
in Brave New
and make
World.
him fall asleep. Oh, wait till we
Watch.
see. Look,
Isaiah is going to steal the show in Brave New World.
he stole the show in his show.
I mean,
He's like he was the
Suit
best.
up.
Get out of my house. Was like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
But he's
come
gonna
on, bro.
suit up.
I was really hoping that Isaiah Bradley was actually going, like, they were actually going to invade him and try to take his blood, and we got to see him go ham. Like, I would like that was my hope and goal. Like, we would get to see some shit like that. But hey, either way, yo, Ryan, thank you for the time.
Yeah.
Make sure you go subscribe to Geeky Cast over there on his YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitter as well, especially if you want to stay up to date with all the nerdy news that's coming out there. He's the person I follow. Like, and I feel like if I have a slow news day, like if I have a busy day and I don't keep up with shit, I just go to the Geeky Cast page and I scroll down, and I know I ain't really miss shit. But all that being said, I appreciate you coming in here, brother.
Yeah. Appreciate it,
man.
guys.
All right, I'll holler at you and enjoy Madam Web on Thursday in that theater by yourself, bro.
I'll do a full review for you
Saturday.
guys, and I'm the
On
only
Saturday.
person in the theater.
I'll go. I'll watch your review, but
Yeah, we'll watch your review. Just let me know what happens. You know.
Okay, for sure, guys. Have a good one.
All right, see you, bro.
later, man.
All right, I appreciate him going on. And like I said, y'all go subscribe to it. Now look,
I'll be
None of
honest,
like-
he did not encourage me at all about Madam Web.
he didn't, and I didn't expect him to, but I did want to hear him.
I mean, to be fair, there's nothing he can say.
It's not much. It's not.
There's
much
nothing he can say.
Unless the absence of the words of Spider-Man.
I'll listen to him on everything else, but Sony right now.
You know what's funny
I'm
though?
on a bad
When
wave
he
with
said
Sony.
this, when he said they're going down into one universe, I was like,
Uh-huh.
does Sony know that?
True.
I forgot
True,
to ask, but does Sony? Because I believe it too. 'Cause, like I believe that to be true. Like I can see them like actually doing that too as well. But I was like, the only thing that holds me up from that, like, does Sony
I
understand?
mean, like
that's
even
the,
with
that's the
Deadpool,
plan.
Deadpool kind of shows like it's kind of what they want to do as a whole. But does Sony fucking know? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But look, yeah, I definitely wanted to bring him here, get his insight on that trailer, because like I said, we'll get right back to it. They just dive right back in here into the trailer. There's a lot going on, in this trailer, and really trying
What's
to
up,
decode.
Josh? What's up, Cornelius? What's up?
Yeah, what's going on, Josh Cornelius? Who else came in here? Let me go back over some of these chats because I know Strange Marvel Theories was going ham, and I'm a theory. Strange Marvel Theories is a theorist like myself, and I know I be in chats going ham on theories. So I don't want all his work to go in vain because one time I saw his comment. He said I typed way too much. So let me. Deadpool and Deadpool movie is Marvel's plot device to put the MCU together on a clear path, not a bunch of storylines. I bet you Deadpool 3 would be such a discussion-worthy movie that fans can't help but talk about it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, you know what? I can't do that. Put your theories in the chat, Strange Marvel Theories. I can't go back and speed read through the chats. I actually can't do that. I don't know why. Chilling in the basement comes and says though, if I wonder if Feige is hoping on public pressure that Sony will get in line. I don't know if that takes
Honestly, bro,
that's putting too much hope in Sony because Sony,
No, not even that.
was-
Like, what more public pressure can he even put on them? Because he's done. To me, if you ask me, there's been a lot of crying about like, yo, Sony, fucking give it up. Like, it's not y'all's thing, and they don't care.
Yeah, they have to be. That's been a whole lot of faith in Sony's intellectual ability to read the room, and they don't have that. So I don't know. I don't think that's the plan. I think Feige would literally just have to cut them off. Unfortunately, I think that involves us losing a Spider-Man. But hey, I would sacrifice.
We'd have to lose the Spider-Man.
But listen. I would sacrifice 7 years of the MCU without Spider-Man for Sony to just fall off the face of the earth with their plans for Spider-Man. Especially if we're getting the Fox X-Men in the Fantastic Four. Like, I'm willing, just me personally, that's a worthy sacrifice.
Look, that's you.
That's a
That's
worthy
you.
sacrifice.
Because you said something about 2030. I was like, fuck no.
You don't 2030 for
2030.
Secret Wars?
Bro, I'm sorry, man. When was Secret Wars first planned on coming out?
This year or next year?
Yeah, no. And you need 2030? No.
I'm saying if you take 2030, if you give me an Avengers movie 2026, if you give me an Avengers movie 2025 and another Avengers movie in 2026, yeah, 2030, make it 2028. 2030 is too far.
I have an echo.
Yeah, make it
That's
2028.
wrong.
You do have an echo. My bad. Thank you. There's been all y'all were sitting here and let there be an echo this whole time and not say shit. All 14, 15 of y'all were sitting here and listening to Justin talk with an echo and not tell a brother nothing.
You know what? It's gonna be crazy when y'all do that, and we have like 100 people in this bitch because it's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
y'all better not let that happen again. All right, I'm just gonna say y'all better not let that happen again. Anyways,
So Justin, let's go through this Deadpool shit, right? Because let me ask you what you heard a little bit what I was saying with the like the points in time.
yeah, but hold on. We got to go back to something real quick. No, I'm not like everybody else, and I'm not like where. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody else, but I'm not like some people where I'm okay with them taking their time, where it means like 6 to 7 years out. No, I'm not cool with that. I'm just gonna say that.
But it's
Because
would this if it's what they should have done in the first place.
they're
though.
they're a professional company. Fucking figure it out, in my opinion. Y'all have the resources.
But
Y'all
what
have
if
the
that-
money. Figure it out.
but,
Get a good cohesive story together.
But
Y'all
what
have
if
done
that
it
is figuring it
before.
out?
That shouldn't take 7 years, bruh.
bro, the first saga took 10.
And
this is a more complicated story.
No. I hear what you're saying. But when you have a plan and you already announced that plan, don't extend 7 years afterwards. Well, this will be 4 years afterwards. Y'all should have had the plan already done. Y'all.
But listen,
that's
when
just
when you give them
that's
more
just
respect, if they sat back and said this plan is fucked, we let the wrong people come up with this plan. This plan had the wrong ambitions. The plan had the wrong motives. This plan was not going anywhere in the first place. Instead of destroying the biggest fucking comic book story out there with Secret Wars,
If they would actually,
why don't we take
that,
our time and do
yes.
that shit right?
If they would actually do that, yes. But they're never gonna come out and say, "Yo, we
I don't think they need to come out. and say
totally
it.
miss." Well, they're never gonna be like, "Yo, we missed the mark on what was a cohesive story, and this is what we need to do is take." But the thing is, like the other part of the problem is they're also conjunction, in my mind, still conjoined with Disney.
Mhm.
And Disney, what was the thing they did with Star Wars? Oh, we're gonna take a fucking break and still have nothing to show for it. So it's hard for me to give them the graces of we're gonna wait and take a break and come back stronger later because we've seen what Star Wars has done.
I got you. We didn't have to
Fuck
bring
all.
we didn't have to bring Star Wars into this because Star Wars is farly attached. I get they're in the same school, but they're in 2 different grades. They're in 2 different classes. We're talking about a studio that's in AP dual enrollment classes is going to graduate with their
One's
diploma
in
out of high
math and
school.
one's in algebra. That's
No.
literally it.
Nope.
Yes,
one is
right
one is
now?
in special ed, and one is in
That's
one is
crazy.
in AP courses. Now,
That's
now,
crazy.
now, Marvel is failing their AP courses right now, but they're in the AP course, class president type shit, But I hear what you're saying. Like I definitely get it. Like you don't want to like go back, but it seems like that's what they're doing anyway. It seems like that's what they're doing anyway. Is going through there, making changes, scrapping shit, making shit pop. Again, like I said, they've seemed to be toned down on this. We're going to elevate these sidekicks. So like I don't know what's happening with Armor Wars, but like there has been no Armor Wars talk in the longest of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
They're scrapping the second season of She-Hulk, which I guarantee they were going to be doing She-Hulk. And I agree, yeah, they're doing better story not wise, but not perception wise. That is 100% facts.
Wait, what?
Trev said Star Wars is doing better than Marvel story wise currently. And I would agree with
How?
that.
Wait, how?
Just with the hype around the Ahsoka story, the hype around the Beyond, like what's coming out with these new, like I feel like story wise,
Okay, I get it. Yeah,
they are
story-wise,
building to
yeah.
that better. But I don't think that's going to be long lived after Deadpool 3. And here's why: Deadpool 3, to me, is really has an opportunity like to connect the dots of what's going on in the multiverse and make this picture a lot clearer as to, oh shit, the multiverse is collapsing. How is that? Why is that? Kang's not the reason why that's happening. What's going on here now? I feel like that's the point here. Justin, I want to ask you something. When I brought up the fixed points in time, what do you think about that? Because if we're looking, I came up with that through like process of elimination of like, first of all, he went back, brought all these people back. And can I just say I'm fucking disappointed in the amount of people who's saying that this was a different universe.
A different TVA?
Huh?
Saying it was a different TVA?
No, saying that this was a different universe, like saying that this thing right here, this scene right here, takes place in a different universe. Like this was an alternate way. Like people thought that.
Well, she dies. That's why.
Yeah, but we saw the ending of We saw the ending of Deadpool 2. Did we like?
I'm gonna rewatch it tonight. but it's
Yeah,
been a minute.
everybody saw the ending of Deadpool 2. Like the ending of Deadpool 2, he clearly goes back and saves everybody.
Yeah,
So-
true. He does.
So,
he
so
does.
like to me, like that was the biggest disappointment that I saw from a lot of nerdy people out there who just didn't necessarily connect the dots. And maybe that's because I just recently rewatched it. But I was like, to me, it just made sense. Like, yo, he went back and saved everybody.
Yeah.
But
It'd
coming up
still
to the,
technically be a branch timeline, right?
technically, it would be a branch timeline,
Yeah. So.
but it's not an alternate version of him though. It's still the
No,
same.
yeah, you're right.
It's
You're
not
right.
an alternate version, but technically, it would be him living on a branch
Branch.
timeline.
That's probably why
And
the
if you-
TVA is there, anyways. But yeah.
But you know what? Like, so that's where I came up to this conclusion of fixed points in time, because at this point in time right now, the TVA doesn't give a damn if a branch expands. Now, it could be that the TVA still cares about time travelers or what have you, but to me, the TVA doesn't give a damn about whether branches expand. So what I'm looking at here is fixed point in time being that, one, he went back and saved Vanessa. And again, shout out to New Rock Stars, but they pointed out that it seems like, one, there's some grief happening in these moments. Like if you look at this moment right here, they look sad as fuck. Maybe Vanessa is showing out the news, and part of the New Rock Stars theory was that Vanessa was has cancer or something, and that maybe explains why he puts on the toupee. That why he wears the toupee in order to show her support of having to wear a wig. He wears his wig as a sign of support. Like, I like that because that really kind of bolstered my fucking theory on fixed point in time. Because as we know, in the fixed point in time, no matter what you go back and change during time traveling, if the person is meant to die, they're gonna die.
Yep.
They're gonna die. And that seems to be the case of what's could be going on here. And I don't want to go too. I do this thing sometimes where I get very hyper fixated on the get super hyper fixated on like a theory, and like that may be the way to go or what have you. But walk with me through this. It could be messing up a fixed point in time, and with the fixed points in time, that destroys universes. What would draw the eyes and ideas of the TVA? What would draw the eyes and make the TVA perk up at this point is the universe being destroyed. It's not the fact that a universe is expanding. It's the fact that somebody is responsible for a reality, for a universe being taken away, right? So that was one thought into it. But then when he gets pulled into the TVA, I think the TVA, again, is looking to work with the people that causes them problems, right? But the question is that people have had, what causes Wade to then turn on the TVA, right? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I'm betting he finds out they prune that universe.
Prune what universe? Oh, so you
The
that's
one
right,
that
because
he's
you think
looking
it's do you think it's a different TVA, right?
No.
Okay.
I think they find out whatever he did and why he's living there fucks the whole universe beyond repair. They probably prune the whole rest of it.
Okay.
Then he probably finds that out that they did.
See, I'd hate for them to
And-
still be pruning, bro.
I mean,
Like, if
maybe if it's inevitable that the universe is gonna die,
they
they
prune it,
might be like, yeah, fuck it, prune it.
prune it. So like, I feel like this is going to be a little bit of of Across the Spider-Verse in a way. And the Spider-Verse reference kind of came in while Ryan was talking, like, and kind of got into the whole like Man and Web stuff, and it reminded me of what happened in Across the Spider-Verse. Remember in Across the Spider-Verse, Miles was looking forward to being down with the Spider-Corpse until he realized the fixed point in time, canon point in time shit, and he had to let people die.
True. So you think it's gonna be where he's gonna realize that they basically know everything and they choose not to do anything?
Yeah, or to the fact that they want him to let his people die. Like they're fixated on this fixed point of time, so the TVA is hell bent on having Vanessa die again, on having the X-Force die again, right?
That's what Griff just said. Well, if he's in the TVA, usually they prune the universe, but that also is, I mean, it also kind of still is old TVA stuff.
That's old TVA
So
stuff, and
it
I
could
think
it could not be an option, but
it's too much proof that it's the same TVA. Well, I don't want to say too much proof. But to me, all the proof I need is in this shot right here that it's the same TVA that we saw at the end of Loki. When we see this shot here, and you have the pruned timelines. I mean, you have the branch timeline going back to the logo coming out into like the branches, right? So you got a multiverse going into what is now Loki, but they still had the TVA logo, which I wouldn't expect for them to have a painting of Loki right there, right? Like you wouldn't have a painting of Loki. Like you don't go from idolizing one Kane the Conqueror or He Who Remains, and then just idolizing someone.
I'd expect a tree or something like that.
Yeah. So in this case, they keep the same TVA logo, and you see this going through here. What's going on, Smokey? You see it go through here, and it comes out to a different multiverse. That to me is showing that this TVA allows the multiverse to expand. This TVA allows the multiverse to live, which to me, again, I just don't really see this as the multiverse dying. Like, I mean, as them pruning timelines. I don't see them as sending people to the void through pruning a universe just because one expands or just because something happens there. Now even that other TVA got wiped out. So that's my thought there, and how we get to the prune timelines and shit. Like where we get to the void, and all these other people are here. So I definitely feel like some of these villains that are there in the void were pruned previously. So if you think about them being pruned before Loki, when you look at like the Fox thing right here, for example, right, and you know how I kind of went into like I had this theory of, they're just gonna go back and make things retroactive, or like after the end of Loki season 1, when the multiverse started going out, they started looking at different ways to allow the past Marvel content to become multiversal canon. Yeah, it makes sense for the Fox thing to be pruned because it could have been pruned before the multiverse was destroyed, and then after it could have been pruned before Loki season 1, and then after Loki season 1, the same timelines branch out again, and that's how you end up getting Deadpool back. And at this point, all of this stuff is under the Disney moniker, so it's not necessarily like that Fox stuff would still be hanging around. There's a lot of meta stuff going on there, and I feel like he will do a meta joke about. Yeah, he will do a meta joke and breakdown about what's actually happening with these characters. But there was a thought in my mind. It was like, even when I looked at Toby and Andrew back in Spider-Man No Way Home, are those even the same exact ones from that same exact Sony universe? Because if the TVA was doing their job, and if you wanted to go back and make it retroactive, like when those movies came out, could they have gone back and pruned them, and then these universes just get reborn again after the sacred timeline is allowed to branch? Just a whole bunch of like timey-wimey BS. So I found it to be very interesting, and I just think that could be the main gist here, because this could be what turns him against the TVA. And I love the idea of him using the villains. Like, I really feel like he's going to team up with the villains to try to get the rest of these TVA folks. Like, we get to see Eliath here and have that sacrifice to Eliath. I don't necessarily think it makes sense for the TVA to be all outright villains in this movie. I like for there to be a moral conflict, if you will. As to be like, the TVA still might see these points and fixed points in time as something that might not be able to be saved, because if you go back and try to fix the fixed point in time, we know what happens. That universe gets destroyed. Now, here's the fun part, Justin. We see shots of Age of Ultron, right?
Yes, we do.
Him going back to Age of Ultron. And what was the other one that he went back to? Like, there's different Thor, right? He goes back
there, and maybe Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I think I heard Winter Soldier was in there too, right? So he goes to those points in time. If those are fixed points in time that he goes around and changes, that's another story as to where he could be going to different universes and changing these fixed points of time, and that could be something that triggers the destruction of a multiverse. So if you're going through there and like, this fixed point in time really don't mean shit, I'm going to go do my own thing, and he's defeating the TVA, really changing time, really changing all of these canon events and fixed point in times, that creates a domino effect to where the multiverse really collapses. Now, granted, he could be doing these things for the right reason, but is really what's causing the destruction. And I don't know, I like for Deadpool to be the reason why all of this thing falls apart. Like, that would be kind of a cool a cool way to say like he's fucking up Loki's plans to keep the multiverse alive. I don't know. That's the only I look at it as a way to like try to make sense of why he would be going against the TVA. Why would the TVA have a gripe with him changing time if everything continues to like branch out, right? Like what would be the great TVA's beef? And the only thing could be what he did with Vanessa, what he did with like saving these people who were set up to die in their stories in fixed points in time destroys universes. And that's something that the TVA won't be down with.
Yeah, the thing is, it has to be what's her face, because I mean, what else would make him want to? It's almost that like Anakin thing, man. Love makes you go crazy. So, whether it's right or not, to me, that has to be it. The only thing he really, truly cares about is that universe and his girl. So, yeah, no, I don't see it being any other reason.
Oh man, Strange Marvel theory says talk about hyperfixate on a random theory that Wade will encounter. He has a theory that Wade will encounter Hugh Jackman, the stage actor, thinking Hugh is Wolverine, and then Wade drags Hugh into a battle, and Hugh freaks out. Look, I don't want to get that meta. I don't want to see Hugh as Hugh. I need to see Hugh as Wolverine. I gotta see Hugh as Wolverine. Now, I scrolled back up because I wanted to go back up because Trev, when Trev comes in the building, you always gotta value what he kind of throws out there. And he says, is there anything to Ant-Man ending on his birthday and Deadpool starting with his birthday? I don't think so. But he goes on to say then there's like a fixed point in time might not matter anymore, right? Like fixed points in time might have been something that Kang had to construct in his version of the universe. And with the multiverse fully expanded, those might not matter. Maybe not though, like I guess because the Watcher was already involved in that. So like, no, I appreciate you thinking out loud because I'm always going to scroll back up to it, Trev. So I thought about, like, I did think about that too, but maybe fixed points in time is something that's even beyond Kang's control. Maybe that fixed point, because I feel like it's possible that Kang even had to work around fixed points in time. And even then, there's other ways that they can kind of work around the Kang aspect in fixed points in time. Because that was one thing that I really thought, especially when I looked at even the canon events and like tried to connect maybe Miguel from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse to Kang, being a henchman for Kang or what have you. It was like Kang could be the reason behind this. You know, things have to go according to Kang's plan. I'm just not necessarily to the point to where it's like, I think they let that go. I think fixed point in times at this point, like now the multiverse is expanding, fixed point in time is a good way to make something destroyed. Or even then, if something has to happen that causes incursions. And I just think that could be like a domino to fall. Because even then, if you destroy one branch, say you destroy one branch that has branches, what happens to those other branches? You know what I mean? So like that could cause a whole problem for the tree to die.
I think because he's that's just, it's kind of, because it's still kind of unclear, man.
It is unclear.
It is very unclear.
That's why it's very unclear.
That's why it's very annoying that they kind of do not link each other up with Sony's way of thinking about it,
right?
And Marvel's way of going about it, because there's so many different ways in that they've been explaining it. Because I mean, again, like there's always a fixed point in time from the Sony point of view as well, but because they're supposed to go through the Uncle Ben dying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know, man. It's confusing. It's very confusing, but I do think it has to do with, if there is that fixed point in time, it has to go with a canon event, right? It has to do with what's her name? What's her name, dude? I can't even think of his girl's name.
Who, Vanessa?
Yeah. It has to do with her.
It has to do something with Vanessa, and to me, it's like it's that's where like the process of elimination came into play. Like kind of tried to come up with the theory. It's like, all right, they can't be doing this because I tried to come up with. I forgot what the first theory was. Actually, the first theory was like they were trying to prune the universe, And I was like,
That's
nah,
my
that
thought.
can't. Yeah, it's like that just really doesn't. I couldn't think of a way that just made sense. And maybe you have one, but like to me, it just didn't like. To me, it just didn't make sense because you went through this whole thing with the TVA of them stepping away from pruning universes and them allowing all time to survive, and now you're back out here pruning universes.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I want to think that that universe, because he made the decision to save her, it's probably destined to die. So maybe their standpoint is, you know what, destined to die. Let's just prune it now because it's beyond
So you
repair.
telling you telling me they got the kind of old doctor version? Oh damn, I was about to get real kind of like borderline canceled because there was a look in the black community. There's a thing that's like when you get to a certain age, you don't want to go to a certain type of doctor because they ain't gonna try to just end your life because you know you lived your life. They know you're gonna die in a few years. They ain't gonna try to really save you type shit, right? So you tell me that's the type of situation that TVA is on, that they ain't really out here trying to save nothing no more. They'd be like, instead of trying to save the universe, they gonna just try to just let it die. They just gonna prune it.
I think so.
Okay.
Because maybe it's beyond repair. Like maybe since he's living this life and they've let him live it for so long. It's
3 years, right? 2 years? Couple years?
Yeah, I mean, they had to have a reason to actually go up there, right?
How long has it been since Loki season 2? Loki season 1? 3 years?
Yeah.
And it's been way longer than that since Deadpool 2, right?
Yes.
Maybe there's
So since
correlation
he's
there.
living this, like
Maybe there's
again,
correlation.
there had to be a reason why they're like, okay, something's up on this timeline. We need to go check and see what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, that just always brings me back to something that's up. Always just brings me back to the fact that Vanessa's alive. Like that.
Yeah.
That's something that's up. Like always brings me back to that point. And this only works. Like the fixed point in time thing, only really like it got amplified when I saw New Rockstar's theory that Vanessa was like had cancer and was going to die.
Yeah, and the griefing looks that were given kind of feed to that.
It kind of hinted that. Like it definitely was something that's missing. It's definitely why you want to go and watch different YouTubers. Because that was one thing I didn't see from any other YouTubers, and I've seen YouTubers point out one thing that other ones miss. So definitely, like when it comes to a trailer like this, you definitely want to go watch like what other people are saying about things because there's things out there that you'll miss, takes out there that people might not put together. Even like with New Rockstar, I don't think they mentioned fixed points of time or anything like that in their video. It's but it's like how all of these things that people talk about can come together into one. Now there's a couple of things in here, a couple of questions in here that I wanted to look over. And I need to do better at getting into my comments here. But I feel like this is a conversation that you do want to get into the comments because this is confusing as to what the fuck's going on. Drew says, does the Fox universe only able to exist after Loki season 2 takes over, then dies after that? Yeah, so that to me is the case, is that they only able to exist after Loki season 1. After the multiverse expands, it's when we're only able to see the multiverse technically exist and see all of these franchises come. So prior to that, we can look at it even like this. We saw the whole Fox X-Men franchise play out, and then somewhere after Dark Phoenix, that thing got pruned. And that's how you had the Fox X-Men logo in there. And by then, the Fox X-Men logo even being there makes a meta joke make sense because the Fox the Fox Century 21 shit and the X-Men under that moniker is just dead. It's in the void. It's something that doesn't exist anymore. C-Dub says, the burning question, Kendall, did the teaser meet or exceed your expectations from what you said last week? And bro,
You're going crazy on it last week.
I was going crazy, but this is the situation, bro. This is the situation. I love that shit. I love to be, these are the types of shit, Marvel, that you can have me be wrong. Don't have me be out here being excited for a movie, going to bat for a movie, and have me looking like a dumbass shield because you let me down with a bum-ass movie. Instead, let me be out here have my hopes down. Let me be out here be a little bit down on the movie, and then you prove me wrong with some fire-ass shit like you did this time. So, hey, C-Dub, this is one of those moments I'm fucking glad that I'm wrong, and I'm gladly admit that I was wrong about my expectations. Now, it was reasonably, I think I had a fair reason to be down there like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, I love it. Like I love the fact that I was wrong on that.
Yeah, you were
I
going
love the fact
wild
that-
on it last week, man. Going wild on it, man.
Like all the alternate universes can only exist in the What If show after Loki season 1, right? They can only exist after Loki season 1 happened, and I think everything with Loki season 2 didn't necessarily affect those timelines because he went back in time to change everything. And then even if we experience where like reality fades away, Trev, of like when he destroyed the time loom and everything goes dark, that's really to people who living in those universes. It's probably like shit just dies and they just come right back and have no idea what the fuck happened. Like they might not even realize or be cognizant of the fact that what's going on outside of time. Smokey says, I think he's finna do something in the vein of shooting the orderly Deadpool, shooting the orderly in Deadpool 2 when he was finna arrest them. He's finna do something based on personal principles while working. I can definitely see that as a case too. What if Wade goes back and does a simple, hilarious act that saves Aaron Johnson's Quicksilver? That could be something, again, point in time. Was Quicksilver supposed to die? Yeah. Was Quicksilver supposed to die? Probably, yeah. For Wanda to experience that pain to become the Scarlet Witch. But him going back and changing that point in time, it's a canon event. But him going back and changing that is something that, that fucks shit up. Now, that being said, that would require him going into the 616. We see this scene here. Could this be from Age of Ultron in the 616? Or could this be from Age of Ultron in another universe? We never know. And this still the question is this Age of Ultron? I think that's like kind of the unanimous consensus that it is. And at this point, I really hope that it is. Because it's gotten my hopes up that he is going to be dabbling in the 616 a little bit. That's right. You notice that everyone's calling it the 616 and not the 1999, not the 10199.
Can I just Sony, bro?
Like, can I just throw that out there? Like, when it comes to the point of like when people actually start to talk about like this shit, when you're not trying to be right in the conversation, or you're not like when you're actually just having a nerdy conversation and you're talking about the sacred timeline in the MCU, the first instinct is to say the 616 because that is indeed the fucking case. Either way. Smoke Kenobi says, with the TVA, and they're finna be trying to take him down at... Okay, no, that's a different part. That's a different question. Have you discussed what the goals and the motives are of the TVA? Like, what makes you think that they... what makes you think that they pruned anything? I love that thought. I love that question. What are the goals and the motives of the TVA right now? I think the goals and the motives are, one, they are fighting for all time. That's like the top priority and goal for all time, always. They just went through this whole shit to where they wanted everything to survive. They couldn't, there was a proposition of that Victor Timely put out there who said, but you know what? If I go through and modify the time loom to withhold a certain amount of timelines, then that would be better than all being destroyed if you have multiple timelines and not just one or all. You know what I mean? So, like, they went through that proposition.
That was good. That was good.
They went through that.
That was spot on.
They went through that proposition of allowing, just a certain amount of timelines to survive. That didn't work. So their main priority is keeping for all time, always keeping them alive. That's priority number one. Priority number two, which I think is being hinted at with Deadpool being recruited, and with these, with the whole you have the talents and the assets, whatever they said in that line. They're building an army. They're building a army because I do feel like there still is a fear of the Council of Kings on their end. They're still monitoring the Council of Kings. They still are a fear of the multiversal war. So they want as many heroes to be on their side for this multiversal war. So to me, that's priority number two, is gathering this group. Because they know at some point, somebody is going to come for Loki or just the multiverse in general. And they need to be there to defend it. That's why they bring Deadpool in. Deadpool just doesn't really fuck with the fact that Vanessa's going to have to die. Like,
do you think so is it safe to say though that this is just a different sector of the TVA that we're in now? Because that's kind of
like
where
in
I'm
this shot
on. Well, like just overall,
Right here.
this is a different sector of the TVA. Like this might be, I don't know how to put it, but like this might be their SEAL Team 6, basically.
So like my yeah, there may be like a
We're
different
saying
group.
this
Look,
is
B-
the same
B-
TVA.
so like what did we leave off in Loki, right? B-15 was like a top head honcho in that bitch. You know what I mean? Like she was basically like I wouldn't say she's basically Ravana, but she was up there with like the war, like with the little weird looking lady that was. Oh, I don't want to say she was weird. She was in a wheelchair, won't she? She was up there with the lady in the wheelchair, making decisions and shit in the war room and shit, right? I even had a thought until I even had a fucking thought until I watched New Rockstars breakdown that this shit was the maybe they just redecorating because shit's green now. You know what I mean? Like Loki, like the tree is green, like Loki is out there, like it's like kind of just an homage to Loki. But actually, what New Rockstars kind of broke down was that the orange color is like a different division. It's like the investigator or assault division, and the green colors is clerical. I forgot what the other. There's another color in the TVA that represents another department, but this department is more so like the kind of like record keeping clerical department, and that would make sense as to why you don't necessarily have him in the red investigations or interrogation room because he's technically not arrested.
Okay.
So I like to think that he's not arrested and they're really bringing people in here to recruit them, and they're not bringing people into the orange rooms like we saw, like all the orange shit that we saw, like one where Loki was arrested, two where like everybody was put in that box and killed by Miss Minutes and the most craziest shit out there.
Yeah,
right?
that shit was wild.
That shit was fucking wild, and it's still like, bro, that shit was wild, dog. That scene right there was wild. I love like that might be one of the best scenes of Loki to keep it up.
You hear the dripping.
You
too.
hit the
It's kinda
dripping
crazy.
yeah, you hear the dripping of it. So that shit was wild. So that's the case there. But yeah, like I do think it's just is like a different section, a different division, a different maybe floor of the TVA that we just haven't seen yet. But again, like to me, the fact that we do have the TVA expanded, and I would just hate for it to be a second TVA because that just devalues Loki. To me, that just devalues everything that we watched in Loki season 1 through 2 of it being a second TVA. If anything, if this was the TVA and they had different motives, then I would say maybe I would accept it more if this was prior to Loki season 2. But even then, it would be like, how the fuck does that push the ball forward in this story if it's before Loki season 2, right? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
because Infinity War technically. Wait, yeah. There you see a scene from Infinity War. Loki's dead at that point, so it's in between season 1. Right?
Coty had a cool video. Look, I gotta watch Coty's videos when I got time. It just be long as fuck. No, excuse me. And I'm gonna be real.
True.
I like to be entertained in my videos. Coty gives some great information, but like Coty gives great information. Like he does his shit, but like the monotone shit, like it's like, bro, I don't know. Like I need some energy in my shits. That's all I'm saying. I just need some.
That
energy.
one tone sound is just
But some of his shit, I do like watching. I definitely do watch his shits, but it's just like I got to be in the mood. I got to have the time because he goes so far in depth that he gives us so much good information that you got to have the time to digest it and really understand it, and not just be listening to it in the background.
Yeah, true.
What happens when Loki notices that happening? Oh, damn it, Mr. Griffin. I don't know what you said. I don't know what I was talking about at that point, Mr. Griffin. Damn it. We don't do Doctor. All right.
Oh, no. Like whenever, I think he's talking about whenever a timeline's dying.
So what happens when Loki realizes that when timelines are dying? Maybe that's up to the TVA. I mean, I don't know if Loki really steps in. I think Loki just realizes he's doing his job for now. And I don't even think Loki expects for this to be the end-all, be-all solution. So, like, if anything, I felt like he gave them more time for them knowing that they had to prepare for the inevitable to keep this shit alive. I don't know. That's a good question. Like, what does Loki do when he notices that the universe is dying? He looks for other shit. I mean, to me, I don't want to see Loki again until Thor reunites with Loki.
True.
I don't like. I think we see, and I have this perfect dream scene, and I don't think I've ever said this before on live stream, but I do have, and this is very off topic. But since we're talking about Loki, I don't want to see him pop up in this movie. I would love to see him pop up in Thor 5. And for that to happen, Thor 5 would have to be an amazing movie that takes Thor to another level on his character arc. We already saw Thor kind of flirt with the idea of eternity, really going something deeper there. They really dropped the ball with that, but they could pick that up and to really take us outside. So, like, I'm not sure Trey can maybe answer. I know when I did not read the Avengers side of the lead up to Secret Wars. So what I read was the new Avengers, the side of the lead up to Secret Wars of Time Runs Out that highlights what's going on with the Illuminati. Which I just need to go back and just read the fucking new Avengers side of that. I mean, the actual like Avengers side of that features Thor. But either way, there's a scene when they go outside of time before they go out to the rift, wherever they save the universe, wherever they steal the powers from the Beyonders, right? There's a scene where on that rock that's out there where they're about to meet the Beyonders, there's Thor's hammer. And I believe that's where he was deemed to be not worthy anymore. There's Thor's hammer that's right there on that rock. What I would love to see happen in the MCU is for somehow Thor to have to like really, and there's ways for this to happen, of Thor to having to go outside of the realm of space and time, and he eventually sees Loki on his throne. And when he sees Loki on his throne and sacrifice that Loki has made, he may feel that he is no longer worthy to be king, and he drops just a weight. Bless you. Bless you. You got one more? You got one more in?
I think I'm good. Dude, it's been sitting there for like the past hour.
Yeah, you should let that hoe out.
It wouldn't go.
It wouldn't go. It wouldn't go. It was just sitting there and wouldn't hit the green light.
Oh man.
So, but look, I would just love just to recreate the comic book panel. That's basically what I'm getting to. Just recreate the comic book panel of Thor dropping his hammer and becoming unworthy and having that hammer by the throne of Loki, where Loki is sitting. And then to the point to where they come back and try to save the multiverse, or they try to come back and create try to create Battle World. That hammer is still sitting there at that same exact spot that Thor left it at when it comes to Secret Wars and them creating Battle World. Like, it's just kind of the perfect recreation of the comic book scene that I would love to maybe see them pull off. But yeah, let me see what Kenobi says. Okay, Kenobi's just talking. It said, and we aren't knowing that information yet. Like, why do they think the TVA is pruning anything? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think the TVA is pruning anything at this point. C-Dub says, I do think it's important to keep in mind that the TVA hasn't been in any movies. They might be a little loose on what the TVA is in the film versus Loki. I will take that into consideration, but at the same time, like, they do have to keep that continuity. Like, I'm not going to give them that cop out.
Yeah, C-Dub, I love you. I'm not giving them that graces because they have the means and the resources to do it.
So the chance that Vanessa being copycat is straight out, I would hope not. And I would hope that somehow, here's the thing, if Deadpool succeeds, that means we do get to keep Vanessa, but at the cost of the universe being destroyed and at the cost of the multiverse starting to fall apart. I would love for him to succeed and be able to make these people stay alive, but at what cost? That is the multiverse starting to fall. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the mystery of the movie, though. I really don't care about spoilers. I usually don't care about spoilers, but for some reason, I feel like they got some up their sleeve. Look, I'm gonna be real smoky. This is one of the best parts because like this allows for free flowing speculation. I don't know if y'all remember this shit back in the Loki days. Some of y'all was here back in Loki season 1 days when we used to just spend time after every Loki episode. That's when people really, really fucked with me, Justin. We just spend time after every Loki episode 1, like just going down, just throwing theories out there, breaking shit down. How could shit lead to Kang? Just every episode, I had like 20 to 30 pictures and just breaking down kind of theory-wise of what the fuck is happening. This is the first time, season 1. This is the first time in a long time that we kind of gotten back to that. And we even did that for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, this is the first time in a long time, like, we've been able to actually kick the boots off and to speculate on what's going on here because it feels like the first time that, like, shit's actually connecting to the bigger story at hand. So, yeah, it feels good. And I see the recast shit out there, Smokey. And to be real, fuck it. This is a perfect opportunity. Yeah, I'm way behind. I'm coming down. I'm coming down. Because I'm just getting to the spot. I'm just getting to, like, the impression shit. Y'all apparently love the Victor Timely impressions. The red Marvel logo.
Yeah, you kind of killed that.
Of this shit. Did I really? Yeah, shit, that shit was off the cup. I ain't even ready for that shit.
Stupid.
But yo,
It's inevitable, but you Chris, you killed that shit.
but yo, it's it's a good time. Like I said, this fucking trailer. Now we did, we could just kind of talk on the trailer like this is where hype is at. Like, bro, it gets me really hyped for this. This feels like it's not going to be your typical Deadpool movie. But yeah, we're going to have Deadpool doing his shit in there. But the fact that like we're actually tying into the larger story at hand here just elevates this to another level. This brings me to another hype to where it's like, yeah, okay. The last Deadpool movies, I didn't necessarily want to go see in movie theaters because I'm too invested in another universe. This one, you got to go see. This one it probably be the best of the phase. I'm about that by loving it. Now let me ask you this: is there a possibility that some of the rumored cameos, like you know how we supposed to go cameo crazy, right? They're supposed to go cameo crazy. Where this shit cameo crazy ain't really happening. I think this movie still slaps. Like don't get me wrong. Like I think this movie still holds weight.
Yeah,
but like. I think this trailer kind of helps dial back the expectations on some of these cameos. As it should.
it should maybe, but maybe they just know they can stand on their business on this one.
They can, yeah.
That's why I'm the most confident about this trailer, because they didn't give you everything, and it seems like to me in the past it seemed like they were giving you everything because they weren't confident in the movie to get you out on their seats, get out in those seats. Mm-hmm. This time, man, it feels like they are so confident that they're like, we're not even gonna throw out all that. We don't have to. We'll show you Pyro because Pyro is a sub character that is cool, but he's not crazy. We'll stand on the business. We don't have to show you everything. Y'all gonna wait, and y'all gonna really go and give us $1.2 billion as someone put in here. So that's why I'm very excited about this trailer because to me it's also showing that they feel confident in this movie for the first time in a while.
Star Wars Marvel Pierce put a Jesus Christ on this comment, and that caught my eye. He said, "Jesus Christ! How many times does Thor need to be unworthy? How many times has
that is
Thor
true,
been
bro?
But how many times has he been unworthy? Once in the MCU, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
I don't get the point of that comment. He's
only
been unworthy once. In
Ragnarok,
his shit just got destroyed. Yeah, his shit just got destroyed. Yeah.
What's it called? The bad one. Thor: Love and Thunder.
And even more importantly, he was still worthy in Endgame.
Yeah. Even
more because he was worried. As fat
just
and as decrepit that he got, he was worried that he was not worthy anymore. So yeah,
just another one was worthy as well.
And it's not like the worthiness would be stripped apart from him in that scenario. That's more of like he feels that he isn't, and that's like that, bro. That scene to me would make me cry to see him and Loki reconnected. That scene probably made me throw a couple of tears. Cornelius comes in. He says, "Unpopular opinion. I don't like any of the Thor films." That's not that unpopular, bro.
It's not.
But until you get to Thor, look, I'm gonna be real. I'll fight you over Thor Ragnarok.
Crazy.
I'll fight you over Thor Ragnarok. Look, Thor Ragnarok to me, bro. I don't care what
Ragnarok is fire.
I put Thor Ragnarok in top 5.
Like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Like to me, like for just the type of movies I like, the action, the Hulk, the colors, I like that shit. I did not like Thor 1. I did not like and I'll go back and watch like Thor 1 every once in a while. But I don't like Thor 1. I like Thor 2 better than what I used to. So I guess on the hierarchy scale, it goes to Thor 3, which is on a whole nother level of its own. And then you get to like maybe the C tiers, or the B. So then you get to like, boom, all right. There you get Thor 2, Thor 1, and then Thor 4. Thor 4 is just absolute. We don't have to harp on it. We don't have to harp on it. True. Just be prepared for some good what the fuck moments in Deadpool 3. Yeah, that is the case. There will be a lot of what the fuck moments. like I said, honestly, like I would love if he goes through and really changes canon events, really changes fixed points in time throughout the multiverse. Let that shit be the destruction of, let that be what kicks off the destruction of the multiverse, and let that really let us ruminate on that as it's getting, Now let me ask you this, Justin. We got so after this we're gonna have Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Captain America, Blade, Spider-Man 4. And any of those, like, I wonder if we run into, and then you're going to have Shang-Chi. And Shang-Chi, I think, is going to be tied into the multiverse. I'm just kind of concerned. Is there a concern that we will get this movie and then we will go, nope, I honestly don't know if Armor Wars is going to happen anymore. Based on what homie said. I don't feel like it's going to happen. I don't feel like it should happen anymore. But are we going to get to the point to where we get this multiversal stuff teased to us in Deadpool 3, and we go back to like an Eternal situation where something happens in the movie and it's not referenced for movies in on in?
I hope
that like-
not, because that is a big one for me, man. The fact that there's this big ass thing in the middle of the world that's just not talked about is insane to me. So I really hope not. I really hope not, man. Might lose it. I actually might lose it.
Yeah, like I'm the kind of the same way as you. Is like, ooh, okay, this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be cool, but, and I get it. Like we heard reports that they're gonna be trying to build up the multiverse stuff in the background a little bit, right? But Fantastic Four, I feel like that's definitely multiverse, and I think that's the next movie coming out after Deadpool. At this point, I think they're fast tracking Fantastic Four to be the movie that comes out somehow before Captain America.
Are they?
I'm about to look it up real quick. Fantastic Four release date May 2nd, 2025. Captain America 4 release date. Yeah, that doesn't even have a date, but it just says 2025 film. It says a release date of February 14th. So that could be, and that came out on December 23rd. Okay. So that would be coming out before then.
Okay.
So that could be good. If we only have to go one movie without the multiverse implication shit out there, and then we get into the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, I don't know though. I feel like the Fantastic Four, bro, would be a different type of multiversal shit. I love the idea. You remember back when Alex Perez put out there like study black holes?
Yeah.
I love the idea of the Fantastic Four coming out through a previous universe, like a previous iteration of the universe. What is it called? It's not iteration. First firmament, second. Is it the firmament? Is that what they called them? The firmament in each universe? Is that what it's called, the firmament, or is it just called an iteration? But either way, like in the comics, we're on the 8th iteration of the multiverse. 8th iteration of the cosmos, whatever it's called. I would love for the Fantastic Four to actually come from the previous iteration, and for Galactus to come along there with them, and that's how they come into our world. Because there is evidence that that previous universe was out there and it was destroyed, and you went through that multiversal war, and then you got those come out, and you have those now. So I do feel like the Fantastic Four could be a different type of multiverse story, but still, and then it pushes the story forward because it lets us know what could be happening, right?
Yeah.
It lets us know what could be happening moving forward if our 616 main universe continues on this road. So I'd actually love for that to happen. So we got that there, and then so it doesn't seem like we're going to have a lot of movies that skate around the bullshit of the multiverse. Like it seems like we're going to have maybe one movie in between each movie that doesn't address multiversal stuff. Doesn't mean the shows are going to though, but I hope that the shows will kind of just help us with our grounded story, and then we can stick it to our multiversal stuff. So either way, from the sounds of it though, it sounds like they're leaving out the cosmic shit all the way. Like, you know how they were supposed to build out the whole cosmic side of the universe?
Yeah, but Marvel.
That's fine. That's fine.
Marvel needs to get on it though, man. Do what you promised, guys. That's all I. they'll promise one thing, just follow through. Just follow through.
There was once upon a time when Marvel really could have like was supposed to be giving us a supernatural, cosmic, and grounded, multiversal too. Those four aspects were supposed to come together and make a beautiful symphony into this phase that we're in now, and it just ain't no faith for it. But all that to say, I don't want to end this on a negative note because for real, the Deadpool 3 is hype. I am extremely excited to see what we could be getting from Deadpool 3, and I'm just ready to get into it, bro. Like it's 4 months away, and it's hard to say. Like it's hard to really think that this shit's only really 4 months away. So it'll be here before we know it. So yeah, this was a completely Deadpool 3 stream. But Justin, I do want to point out that there was a report. Just want to point this out. There was a report from GeekyCast, and I forgot to put that out. I forgot to ask him about it. But GeekyCast says that Amy Pascal says Miles will come to live action after 2 more Spider-Verse films. Did I do anything for you?
When are we getting Beyond?
Damn. And the next year?
We're supposed to get it literally. Bro, we're supposed to get
now.
it. We're supposed to get it literally next month.
Yeah.
You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Next month, we're supposed to be getting Beyond the Spider-Verse. But
That's
no.
2025.
No.
Look, all we can do is hope and pray that God keep us safe to see these movies drop.
Exactly. Way to go, Sony. Way to go. Way to go.
Goddamn.
I really fucking love you guys. Yep. Look, man. Look, Sony. If y'all do want to get on y'all's, if y'all want to stand on y'all's business and invite Kendall and I out to a premiere, look, we'll stand by that. We will,
hold the fuck up, though. Hold the fuck up. Don't just say a premiere.
Chill out.
But don't just say a premiere, bro. Like, don't just say a premiere, because I'm not pulling up to no Craven. I'm not pulling up to no Madam Web.
Okay,
I'm not pulling up to no Venom 3. I'm not pulling up to shit.
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Thank
the
you.
Beyond the Spider-Verse premiere is. I ain't doing it. But
I gotta make that.
The fuck out of.
I can make that happen. I just gotta get back on my shorts. I can make that happen, but I really just gotta get back on my shorts and start posting them on TikTok again. The trajectory of where I was on shorts was crazy. Like, if I really kept continuing to grind on shorts like I was, I would probably have about 100,000 subs right now, just based on the way the channel was growing at that rate of growth. So yeah, if I hop back on it, we can make that happen.
Consistency all around is what we need.
Look, this is our 4th stream in a row on time. This starting our 3rd week.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?
It's our 3rd week. Well, no, because
why'd you say on time?
Wait, I mean, like, not on time, but like on the date. Not on time, like, but on the date.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the Monday and Thursday combo shit, right? So the consistency is there. I just really, you know what the problem is? Got back in the game in a little bit.
Well, that's not that's not an excuse.
Back in the game in a little bit.
That's not an excuse.
That is an excuse because there was so much time in the day to really do shit. So yeah, but nah, I got my short road. About to record it when we got out here. I got my short road on the on Deadpool, and really it's talking about the issue number 5 trailer, the issue number 5, and will we see Dr. Doom pop up? I didn't even talk about that.
I'm telling you, just sometimes clip out some of these, man.
Nah, it ain't gonna work.
Bro, you think the whole shit we just talked about as far as kind of like the hype level wouldn't bang on YouTube?
I'm gonna tell you that YouTube don't really fuck with clips.
It doesn't?
Stephen A. Smith had 700 views on one of his clips out of a live stream that had like fucking 20,000 people there. But
that's because it's 20,000 people that already watched it already.
Look, we're letting y'all in the background of our conversations, but I don't know. I feel like YouTube really don't fuck with clips that much. I just don't see clips really doing what they should do on a lot of channels that do clips. And like I said, time is limited over here. So
I'll be honest. I got you. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like I love Josh, but I'm not gonna go watch a clip that I already saw.
That you already saw the stream of. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think the thing is.
That is facts. But I
Like,
do think
to be
clips
fair,
are, I do
we're
think
not
clips are
boomed
better
like that,
off of. I do think clips are better off of YouTube though. I do think clips are better off of YouTube. Like if you put them on, you put them on Twitter or you put them on Instagram or something like that.
Well, with
I
that
feel
being
like they
said,
do
make sure
better
y'all go
purpose.
follow your boy. What's your TikTok? What's your TikTok? The Nerds
what's
Underground
on
on
TikTok?
TikTok. Yeah.
Oh no! Actually, on TikTok it's still King Cuts. On on Instagram it is.
Bro,
I
why
don't know
don't
what
you
it is on Instagram.
have you been posting those on TikTok?
What, my shorts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I got like 5,000 followers on TikTok.
Bro,
There was one point where I stopped posting. I did stop posting on TikTok.
Bro, you already make the shorts. Go ahead and throw them bitches on TikTok.
I do, but at the same time, it's like, yeah,
yeah, you have no excuse for that one.
I just always prioritize the YouTube. So then, like,
You just
when
post them on
I was
both.
on when I would listen, look, this is how it goes down. When I was on the grind to get paid, to hit my mark, because bro, the grind to hit the mark through shorts from YouTube was like 10 million views in 90 days. So like that to me, to me it felt like the back was against the wall. That was the only way I was gonna get it. So from there I was able. So from there I was like, at the same time I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it over here on TikTok. Go ahead and put it on Facebook. I was doing all that. I mean, my Facebook got like 1,000, got like 500 TikTok, got like 1,000 on Instagram.
Who gives a fuck about Facebook
But
no more?
people give a fuck about Facebook, bro.
Stop
Facebook's
it.
still the
No
number
one-
one watch. Facebook's still the number one used app in the world right now. It's Facebook still.
Because of old people,
It's still there.
not to watch
But
videos.
I definitely get it though. But like I do have to start again, just redropping. It was just more so of a process because I didn't necessarily. You know me.
No, just hit the TikTok
you know
up
me,
a
I
little
don't like
bit,
to
bro.
do- Yeah, I just gotta.
It literally is the same thing.
The
Yeah,
process
exactly.
for me to upload on TikTok was to put it on Dropbox and then to download it to my phone and then to upload it from and then to go from my phone to upload it on YouTube. I mean, then to go and upload on TikTok from my phone. Instead of just uploading on TikTok and Instagram through the computer, I was going through there and uploading.
Do
it
it that way. Do it the easiest way possible.
Yeah, I just wasn't. So I would.
Man, I love you, bro, but why do you do complicated stuff? Like
I didn't feel like. I just didn't feel like
you
it,
do
bro.
some complicated stuff.
I just didn't.
Like,
feel, I
what?
just didn't feel like. Look, you'll get to that point in life because I say the same thing about Josh. Like, Josh, why are you doing it this way? Like, bro, why are you doing it this way? But it's just sometimes 3 years of age difference make a difference in how you want to do shit. So
C-Dub said, "I'm still waiting on Clubhouse to take off." Yeah, C-Dub.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
damn, them Clubhouse days was hilarious, bro. Everybody used to want to get the invite.
Exactly,
They just did that shit. Look, here's the thing: no new app is going to take off that's identical to other apps. And like when people talk about Threads ain't gonna do shit, bro. The only people that are on Threads are people that hate Elon.
True.
But as fucked up as
And-
the app as Twitter is, I can't spend any time on Threads.
And let's just say this: the cosplay girls hit that thing up too.
They did what? They hit Threads? Bless you.
Oh my gosh! Thank you. But yeah, the cosplay girls be hitting up Threads too.
They do, but they don't be hitting the same probably.
No, nowhere near the same.
Because you want to know why? Because they can't post their OnlyFans content on their Threads.
I mean, I guess. I don't even know what OnlyFans is.
Look, when you get in a relationship, you got to stop following shit. That is the truth, bro. That is the truth. I went through the whole point when I blocked shit. But even then, like, that's the fucked up shit about Twitter. You can't escape the shit, bro. You can't.
That's facts. I hate
feel
Twitter.
bad.
I'm not gonna lie.
I feel bad for the person out there struggling with a corn addiction because they go on Twitter and they could be looking at
porn
something.
addiction.
They could be going on. They could be on Twitter. Look, just looking at a fight that just randomly pops up, and then they scroll down and boom, you got Sydney Sweeney sized titties out there. It's like it's just
Bruh.
it's nothing you can
The
do
co-
about it.
The corn problem would be an issue if it was like an addiction. Because for real. Because damn, Twitter
Look, it's
X. I see why they changed it to X. Is the thing?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. It's like those scenes where motherfucker is scared as fuck walking down the hall. Like, it's like it's like a scene where a white lady walking through the hood on the street.
You could literally be looking at puppies and then scroll down two posts down.
I like puppies.
titties.
Look, I got the perfect example. You be looking at anything of puppies, and then all of a sudden you see this girl think about puppies. When my puppy licked this shit, just some wild nasty ass shit. Just some wild nasty ass shit. Look, that puppy shit was put in my head through a high school rumor of something that happened to this girl in high school, and like that's where that whole puppy joke came from. I'm not gonna go into detail of the story.
I don't want to.
Just if you want to hear the story, just put 2 and 2 together. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Now we're reaching Shay Sharp levels at this. Now we're reaching Shay Sharp levels at this point, and that's not where I want to get to because what'd you say?
I love Shay Sharp.
I love Shay Sharp too, but he be talking some wild shit.
Him and Ocho be talking some wild.
Yeah, they should be talking some wild shit. So that's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to reach that level, but that's the type of level of story that shit was on. I'm just saying.
Hey, can we talk about how good that Super Bowl was? No one's bitching. Calls.
Nobody's saying it's scripted. I find that hard to believe.
I mean, there was no questionable calls really. That was like a real rough game. That was a great game. It was a great game. I'm definitely happy.
We can talk about the game a little bit. Look, the game in itself, like it went exactly how I thought it was. Before the game, people were throwing out scores like 31 to 20 to 27. Like the people out there was like 31 to 27. I was like, my homie was like, yeah, I put a $50 bill on the correct score. It's like 34 to 31. I'm like, dog, ain't neither team really been putting up points like that this year.
Exactly.
This playoffs. This joint really about to be. My shit was almost right. I put in a bet for 24 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
And some shits go one way. I could have hit, and that shit would have hit. I put like $5 on it. So it would hit for like that shit would hit 500. Like,
that's money is money.
Hey, look, money. I just threw it out there. It's bonus bet, so I just threw that bitch out there. But
I didn't think a score. I didn't pick a score, but I was like, this is not going to be a high scoring game. I feel like it was going to be a defensive game, which it was. KC held it down.
Mm-hmm.
Big Chris Jones is a dude, man.
How many yards did he end up getting, Trev? Did he hit you there? I had plus 400 on.
He had 333 yards.
That's amazing. I love it, Trev. I fucked up because I almost hit on my bet. I had an alternate spread on Pacheco getting his rushing yards. He hit that. I had Christian McCaffrey scoring a touchdown. He hit that. I had the Chiefs winning. I hit that. I had Kelsey hitting his amount of yards. I hit that. The only thing I fucked up on was I put too much faith. Somehow I was a dumb motherfucker in betting on what's his name? Debo to hit his over, and everything told me
usually
he
that's a
hit his
shooing.
over. No, but these last 4 weeks it hasn't been, and I know that and I should have took it into account that he was a little hurt too. He was a little banged up, and I didn't know that the Chiefs fucking corners was like that, bro.
Oh yeah, Snead.
I did not know they were going to put them on class. But yeah, Debo had the injury, and I did not take that into account. But that's what I get for betting like 5 minutes before kickoff.
Bro,
like I bet it before like 5 minutes before kickoff.
I forgot what his name is, but the linebacker for the Chiefs, one of the linebackers,
Greenlaw. So tad.
Yeah.
It looked like he ruptured his
tore his Achilles.
Yeah,
tore his
he
Achilles.
did.
Yeah,
They
100%.
said it. Yeah.
He
did. Bro, it's always one, bro. It's always one that's going to go down in the Super Bowl.
But that was such a freak accident. And when I saw it, I was like, bro, that's an Achilles. Ooh.
How did Odell go down last year? It wasn't last year.
It was 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah, but he went. Yeah, was it a freak thing, or did he do it on the field? He did it on.
He did a cut. He did a cut.
Yeah, he did a cut on the play. Yeah,
but that one was freaky, bro. That injury was.
Shout out to Christopher McCaffrey for actually figuring out how to stay healthy. Sometimes I feel like Yeah, some people do get injured a lot in their first couple of years, but you shouldn't allow
Mhm.
that to really dictate how you feel. Like I felt that way about
He's
AJ Brown.
big now. Like he's a
Mhm.
big. Like he's always been like ripped, but now he's like you can see he's put on muscle mass that's like positive muscle mass. And that white boy, a killer.
We want to talk about another trailer from the. Look, I know we're talking about the game, but another trailer from the Super Bowl that got me hype is that the Planet of the Apes, bro. I'm like a
Dude,
low key shield for the Planet of the Apes franchise. I just like it for some reason. Like it just like it's not one that I'll go watch on premiere, but it's
Yeah.
one that I'll always make sure I'll watch later on. So with that being said, I'm not that big on cable TV anymore, so I haven't seen the last one. I feel like I have. Maybe I have seen the last one. Maybe I haven't. But that trailer, I kind of like that trailer. Kind of like that trailer. I like the Of course, I like the Kung Fu Panda 4 joint.
Yeah, you did
Like,
say something about that
yeah.
the other day.
Yeah, like of course I like the Kung Fu Panda 4 joint. Like that to me is always gonna slap. And then the last one, I have not watched the full trailer for this, but I am going to after the stream. Is for the Quiet Place.
Yeah, that ain't for me.
Oh, you don't like scary?
No, I don't do scary movies at all. I watched
I will say,
Brightburn the
though-
other day, and that was probably the max I'll do. And that
I
movie
will
was
say
ass.
though. I will say. Oh fuck! What was I about to say?
Oh, I don't
Damn
know,
it.
man.
I lost my train of thought. I was talking about Quiet Place. Oh fuck! Damn. I guess I did that train of thought just doesn't deserve to be said anymore. But yeah, the game was great. I love that it went to overtime. I do think it's fucked up how they did the new overtime rules. Like, I'm not
What's
a fan.
fucked
of it.
up is Kyle Shanahan comes out and says he had no idea how it was supposed to go. It's like, bro, you're a
No,
coach.
you don't say that. You don't say that.
No,
You
exactly.
don't come out and say that. Even if that's the case,
Exactly.
don't come out and say that. That's your fault. I don't feel if you expect me to like. What's the purpose of saying that? The only purpose of him saying that is to get some people on his side or some shit, right? They ain't getting nobody on your side by saying some shit like that.
Even then, it doesn't matter. Like you let
You let them score the
them
touchdown.
score. Like they scored, homie. You
Now,
kicked
like,
the
I
field
did-
goal, and then they scored. So
Now,
either
as-
way,
What up, Vito?
so
Now,
you-
as a oh, I know what I was about to say, bro. Can we just acknowledge the fact that we are about to be invaded by aliens, or aliens are about to be revealed? There were so many alien commercials last night.
You think this
Like,
has
I'm gonna be
been,
real. Like, I'm gonna be real. There were
soft-ass
like,
stuff?
do you know how many alien commercials there were? Where, like the aliens were arriving on Earth or some shit, or like you got them out there trying to sell apartments to aliens. You got them out there like aliens trying to get somebody's phone or some shit, or trying to get something like trying to beam something up. Like it was like maybe I remember 4 concrete commercials with aliens. There's one where the aliens look cute. There's a few where the aliens look scary as fuck. Like, bro, you showing me a rent commercial, a homes like what was it, like rent apartments.com commercial,
Bro,
and
there's
these
some
aliens are
wild
looking
stuff.
scary as hell. And you showing like, bro, I get they could be buying into the social media hype. They could be trying to get into that shit. But dog, at the end of the day, when there's smoke, there's fire sometimes. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah,
like,
a lot of it
yeah, it
seems
was-
like it was. Well,
They went a little bit too hard on the alien commercial. I work 17 hours a day and 16 a day, dog. You working harder than Nate Burleson, bro. Good job. Like, good shit on you,
true,
dog.
bro. Like, yeah, what Chillin say? Get you some sleep, my dude. That is woo.
Yeah,
that's
go-
a rough one.
Go to bed, bro. Like, you don't have to be. But look, that's Vito. Like,
Yeah,
Vito's a different
worker,
breed, bro.
Boy, different.
Vito is a different breed, bro. Now you ain't heard stories until you heard some Vito stories, bro. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let me keep it a buck. Being the GM, you need to. I had to. You fired 2 people. Damn. Oh well, yeah. You got to step up and do your shit.
Yeah,
But that's why you get paid them GM bucks, though, B.
true. Oh,
That's
true,
why you get paid to be
true,
in
Rev.
the
Bro. I think if Shanahan doesn't say that, bro, we're not shitting on him near as much. We're just saying, yo, y'all got Patrick Mahomes. I think that's what we're saying.
Look, in the situation
He's
where
the
you
GOAT.
know if in a situation where you know you're getting the ball back, even if they score a touchdown, it makes no fucking sense to not take the ball first.
Yeah.
No sense whatsoever.
Or I would take it second because this is Patrick Mahomes. You let him score and then you put it on Brock Purdy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like there's no way in hell that they should have let him have that ball first.
Purdy?
Bring up some of our chats. Huh?
You're saying Purdy? They shouldn't have let Purdy have it first.
There's no way in hell they should have. There's no way in hell they should have got the ball first. Is what I'm saying. There's no way in hell they should have won the toss and got the ball first. Like to me, that's absolutely dumb. Like in the moment, like I thought I got it, but that's old school rules. And like of course, back in the day, you want the ball first because you might score a touchdown.
Yeah. Old school rules, have at it.
Yeah.
Old school rules, have at it. But
you got
the fact that you come out and say you did not know, like, bro, that's wild to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's wild. I would be pissed off as a 49ers fan if my coach came out and said that.
Yeah, to me, just keep your mouth shut and say, yeah, we just got Patrick Mahomes. You know who the fuck he is. He's literally in the GOAT conversation. I have him as my GOAT. But yeah, he's literally in the GOAT conversation. You just say we got Patrick Mahomes.
That's why I put aside my disdain for how the media is covering this Taylor Swift shit. I put that aside to pull for the Chiefs, because at the end of the day, we're witnessing some shit. And shout out to people like Trev. Shout out to people like I think Vito's old enough too to be able to witness Michael Jordan. I won't claim I was born when Michael Jordan was doing this thing, but I didn't witness it because I barely remember it.
Same.
That's why I call blasphemy that's why I call bullshit when people my age say Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Because motherfucker, you didn't even watch Michael Jordan play.
True, but that's how I feel about Cowboy fans too. So
yeah, that's what I tell my wife too. My wife's a Cowboys fan. I'm like, girl, you was 3. You was 3 when y'all won the last championship Super Bowl. Get that shit out of here. You was 3. We is 30. Get that shit the fuck up out of here. But like, we're witnessing shit. Like my lifetime, I'm witnessing Kobe. My lifetime, I'm witnessing LeBron James. I'm witnessing Tiger Woods. I'm witnessing Serena Williams. Now I get to witness fucking Patrick Mahomes do this.
Well, the
shit.
thing is, we got to witness Brady too.
Yeah, did I leave Brady off of that? Brady definitely should have been on that list. But
it's different between us talking about like LeBron and MJ, because we're able to see this difference.
Yeah, and
that is different, man.
And the difference is clear, bro.
Uh-huh.
The difference is the arm talent difference, everything. The difference is clear. Would Brady have won that game yesterday? Probably.
I don't think so,
Brady.
Bro.
I think Belichick and Brady would have won that game yesterday. There wasn't a miracle.
They didn't.
There wasn't a miracle.
They barely
that
had
would've
him
made
the
them lose
first
that game.
time. They barely had him the first time.
Well, no, I was saying if it was.
to
I
get
was saying
into
if.
the playoffs.
I was saying if it was like Brady playing the 49ers.
Oh,
I said okay, yeah. I would say if you put the Patriots in the cow, if you put the Patriots on that last drive, you put Tom Brady having to go down there and get a touchdown.
That last drive in that same situation, I don't think he comes back from 10, but I think if he has the last say to come back, yes, I think Brady does it.
You don't think Brady comes back from 10?
No.
You know I'm gonna have to call out.
In his later years, fuck no.
Bro, you know I'm gonna have to call out. He came back from 24.
No. Cool. Not anymore. His last 2 seasons.
It was his later year. Look, put him on the Pats, he would have won that game.
Put him on the Pats
either way.
2 years ago with Edelman and Gronk. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He would have won that game.
If he just has Gronk, fuck no.
Nah. Okay, I'll give you that. But yeah, it's we're just getting to witness shit. That's why I put that thing aside. Again, shout out. Look, here's the thing. I love the Usher songs. And I had to tell my wife this earlier, and I think she had to get this in. I like the songs. Like I'm a huge Usher fan, bro. Now I'm an Usher fan. I sing Usher at karaoke, all that shit. But for it to be in Las Vegas, for it to be the Super Bowl, he did not bring it.
It was mid, right? Yes.
He did not bring it.
It was mid to me too, man.
Like I don't want to say that. So see, I don't want to say mid, like because I definitely enjoyed that.
Lord.
Like I enjoyed the musical catalog. Like I was singing along, I was dancing. Like before the game started, my son took my socks off. I couldn't find them, but I need to go put my socks back on so I could do my damn moonwalk shit around the floor. Like I needed to enjoy this shit. Like, so like I enjoyed the songs, I enjoyed the moment, but then when I got out of the moment, and I went back and thought about it. I was like, you know
It's
what?
mid.
It wasn't mid. It was
You
good.
know
Like
who
the
still brought
I
down
can't
the
say
show?
it's mid because the songs hit. I can't say it's mid because every song hit. But I can say he just did not bring the showmanship aspect of what you expect at the Super Bowl.
He's also
And I
what,
think people
40
look at that.
something. Like he's
Mhm.
up there.
I mean, that doesn't
I'll
impact
say
me.
this though, Alicia Keys, man. Alicia Keys, man.
Are you still thirsty
I've
for
always-
Alicia Keys?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I haven't been thirsty off of Alicia Keys since. All right, so she went natural, and I fucked with her
She-
then.
she
But then, like
still
for some
looks
reason, it's
great.
been. For some reason, it's been like. She's lost her mystique to me a little. So like, as to where like
She
I
doesn't
can look at a
perform
Nia,
much anymore.
as to where I can look at a Nia Long, as to where I can look at a Sanaa Lathan, as I can look at a Regina Hall, like as I can look at those, and be like, God, like I can still get the same feeling I had back when I was a youngin.
Will, I was
She-
out of breath. Alicia Keys puts me. Woo. Woo.
But
Alicia Keys, man.
look, I'm gonna tell you though, when
bro.
Alicia Keys started
Is she-
singing, everybody in the
she
world,
big?
look when she hit that first note, everybody in the
Oh, yeah,
world,
we heard that. I did hear that.
she heard,
And the thing is,
she
she heard it, but
she
then she
heard it
corrected
herself.
She's
Yeah, she
great.
heard it herself. She
She's
paused.
great.
She said, "Yeah, that's what I love." She said, "Hold the fuck up.
She's like, it's been a minute. Hold on.
Hold on." No,
But
no,
then
she did look.
crushed.
She did.
Then
She
crushed.
did. She did look. She did look great, but I don't get the same feelings like of what I had when I was when she was back in the day. Like I don't. She doesn't
She
evoke
was
the
like
same
50.
feelings of what I had. Yeah, but so is Nia Long.
She looks
So it's not-
fucking great.
I'm not saying she's ugly. Like I'm not saying she's like falling off. Like I'm not saying she's ugly. Or I'm not saying I wouldn't. You know, I'm just saying she doesn't. She ain't kept the mystique of what
She
had
has
when
for
it was
me.
young.
I'll
But I
say
know
that
that's a
she
hot take.
has for me. She's so bad.
I know that's a hot take. I know that has to. When the video Fallen came out, exactly. My moment for her was, one with the "You Don't Know My Name." I loved her in that shit, and then also seeing her in my boo. I wanted her to be my boo, and I wanted to stab Usher.
True.
And that
For him
video,
to
right
like
there,
do
I
that
went,
little grind on her
Mhm.
was like,
Oh, now like okay, now in the actual
that's
fucking
foul.
show,
That
in the
was
actual
foul.
fucking show, dude. Okay, I'm starting to believe though, of what I mean. Usher might be a little bit.
why are you thinking that?
Well, one, Keke Palmer's mom said it. You don't know if you heard the tape, but the whole Keke Palmer fiasco, she said it when she was arguing with Keke Palmer's baby daddy. Like, what you worried about it for? He gay. Like, she said that. Like, she's like, yeah, he's gay. What are you worried about that for? He's gay. Like, he doesn't. So, that's one thing. But another thing too is, you can see. Even my wife was like, you know what? She doesn't want to go full on to say that he is or whatever. But she said, you know, I can see the metrosexual in him.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, and I personally would rather not know, because I like like, you know, I don't want anything to change for the songs that are established. Like, you know, I don't want anything to change personally for me. And if he's happy living the way he's living, then there should be nothing to change that. But I don't know. It looked a little bit more like, okay, I can see it.
Well,
I can
I
see
was
what
more
Keke
so
Palmer was
thinking
talking
like
about.
he did that grind on her, and then it's like, bro, Swiss Beats over there. If I Swiss Beats, I'll be ready to box.
But he not, because he know the truth.
Oh Lord.
You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't care, but
I don't
just-
care. Like, yeah,
I think that was
I don't-
foul to grind up on her like that.
I don't care, but it was definitely foul. Yeah, I definitely would. Like, look, I don't give a fuck if you get a night. Like, if you did that shit to my woman,
Oh yeah,
Oh.
we gonna have a problem.
no, like, look, and I told us like, bro, oh my God, Trev, I definitely thought that was CeeLo Green. Everybody and their mama thought Jermaine Dupri, when they was panning
That wasn't
up,
CeeLo?
no. So when they got to the face, you could tell it was Jermaine Dupri. But like from the point that they was panning up, and it was like one point that was like right here, I was like, oh shit, is it CeeLo? Like, why is CeeLo out here? But then it was Jermaine Dupri.
That's funny, low key.
And then I had no, I was, and then at the same time when like Will.i.am came out, I was like, is that Will.i.am? And I was like, oh no, that's not Will.i.am. That's just somebody acting like Will.i.am.
It took me a
That was
second too,
Will.i.am.
and then I heard what song they were singing. I was like, oh, that's Will.i.am.
Well, no, even when they were still singing that song, I didn't know if it was him or not, just because like I couldn't tell. But either way, like all the songs slapped. OMG is definitely one of the most slept on songs from Usher. I saw Tina put out there like people was hating on that song, but then that's what saved the show.
That's fair. That's fair.
But to be real, that was always one of my best.
Bro,
Look,
her guitar solo was clean.
look, I love her, and her came out at the perfect time because my wife was doing the girl thing. Like my wife just like she don't even think like she ain't into Usher like that, but she like to just yell or whatever when people do that, like take off the shirt. That was around the time that Usher took off his shirt. When her came out, it gave me the perfect time to be like, is she gonna take off her jacket too?
It's only right. It's only right.
It's only right.
It's only fair. Fair is
only,
fair.
Man, her is a different breed.
Bro,
Her is a different
breed. Last question. Am I alone on Lovers and Friends? Yeah. Are overrated?
Yeah, it's overrated. Lovers and Friends aren't. But I think that's just because we hear it too much. Lovers and Friends, I definitely don't think is overrated at all. Because one, I don't think it's the love they deserve. So like, I'm kind of feel like it's underappreciated. But yeah, I would put it like this. Yeah, it's kind of like Hot in Here. Like, so Hot in Here. Like, I feel like Nelly songs are overrated, like Hot in Here and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that song is overrated. So I feel like though it's partially because it's been played so much. Like it's partially because like it just gets too much love. So like, but last night I enjoyed the fuck out of Yeah, and like the musical melodies that they did to Yeah, like they kind of put like the different song, they put the different ATL songs under the beat. That was genius. It felt like from the moment of Oh My God, and then you brought out Ludacris. Like bro, they brought out Ludacris. I got hyped. So like when they did the whole ending and they actually went down and did the A-Town Stump, you know how many times they cut off A-Town Stump and the shit? Like when they do the A-Town, like you know how many times in songs or radio, wherever they're doing it, that they cut that part off? The fact that they did that shit, I think it did it. And to be real, Usher really started feeling it at that point. I don't know how much Usher was feeling it before that, but then you could tell like by the end of the performance, Usher was like, oh yeah, I did that shit. I brought the A to the world. 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 Or is it brought the world to the A? Something like that. Look,
I don't know,
sorry,
man.
C-Dub, but Nelly is overrated, C-Dub. Like we can get into it, bro. Nelly is over fucking rated. Like when they really thought like Nelly and Luda could go head for head, bro. Like yeah, Nelly's top is up there. Like he's got the radio hits. He got like Air Force Ones. But to be real, like, dog, don't nobody ever be like, go play that Nelly. Hot in Here.
C-Dub said no.
I'm gonna be real.
Hot in Here is pretty overrated too.
Yeah, it's only that good because white people love it. I'm gonna be real. Like I ain't never heard a black person be like, "Cut on Hot in Here." I'm gonna just be real, dog. Like it don't happen.
It's to me they're both pretty overrated. I ain't gonna lie,
but Hot in Here is definitely more overrated than Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it was just so
what's
much
that
in
one
my,
song? I can't think of that Usher song. He did sing it. Remember they did it in the Boondocks?
Is it Nice and
Tom?
Slow or some shit?
Confessions, right?
Yeah.
I hate that song with a passion.
Okay, Justin, we're gonna have to stop here. All right. we're gonna have to stop here, Justin.
I hate that song with a passion, but I only like it because that scene in the Boondocks is hilarious.
In fact,
It's hilarious.
Everything. Look, what Trev said. Everything is pop. Yeah, everything that's actually like that the masses like end up becoming pop, and I hate it.
I mean, pretty much true. I mean, every song can literally be played by like 3 chords. So.
This guy sounds like T.I. What is it? The guy that sounds like T.I. is telling me about what about what white people like. I sound like T.I. I'm weak. But to me, that give me more validity. To me, that adds more validity to what I'm saying. That like black we don't fuck with hot in here, bro. We don't fuck with hot in here like that, dog. Justin, you know any black folk that fuck with hot in here?
I mean, bro, we're talking to the wrong person. I hate that song. So
Look, I will give Nelly his Dilemma. Nelly was on that Dilemma song. I fuck with Dilemma. I fuck with
Nelly
the
do have
like,
some good songs. I just
like,
Hot in Here
Nelly's-
is not
to
one
me-
of them.
To me, Nelly's best songs, outside of Air Force Ones, because Air Force One by me, like that shit always did.
yeah.
Underlay, yeah, the EIO shit, yeah. EIO shit definitely is. But like I'm not saying Nelly don't got hits, but I'm just saying like the Hot in Here shit is overrated. And beyond that, beyond like your top tier like shits of Nelly, he don't really got the depth in his shit. Like I don't really want to go listen to a Nelly album. Now I go listen to a Ludacris album all day, and I bring up Ludacris because they did the verses. I bring out Ludacris because I did the verses. You kids weren't, yeah, and I'll give it that too. Prime example, look at Gunna and Future. I fucking like would never put Gunna above Future, but young people out here put Gunna above Future. And going back and listening to Gunna, I can see why. I did not realize Gunna had heat like that. You know, when you put the whole discography together, you don't realize how much heat Gunna really had. But people love Gunna in Atlanta. Like I just seen a clip where it's like, this motherfucking Atlanta Hawks dude was like, Gunna's the best Atlanta rapper. Out of everybody, they did like a tournament style shit, and it was like, who's the best rapper out of Atlanta? And he chose him over Outkast, over T.I., over Future, over you know, they had Walker up there. I forgot who else they had up there, and I want to start naming names. Over 21, you know, they named them over all those people. He went with motherfucking Gunna. So I mean, I get it. It's about when you come up. It's about your time. But yeah, it was you know, the Super Bowl was a good time. It was the first year I was actually wanting to see the Super Bowl because like I said, I took on the point of wanting to see greatness. I wanted to see over Outkast is definitely fucking crazy, bro. I can't respect anybody who doesn't give Outkast.
Outkast is fire.
And I went back and actually listened to their albums because sometimes like I get in my head of like, yeah, I have this idea of people when I didn't grow up in their time, but I need to go back and listen to their albums. Outkast, one of those who did it for me. Tribe Called Quest, timeless albums. I can go back and listen to their albums. Their albums do that. Nas's albums, going back and listen to Nas, that does that.
Yes, you can. Can I kick it?
Of course, though, like I'm gonna be real. Now we're talking about music. Like when it comes to Kanye West, I became the hugest Kanye West fan when I got to college. Even though his albums came out like 4 or 5 years before that, I went back and listened to the College Dropout trilogy. You know, to the whole like late registration, college dropout, graduation day.
My God, those are amazing.
Yeah, like bro, my freshman year of college, I was like, yep, that's when Kanye became my favorite. But also that was kind of short lived because from there, because Dark Twisted Fantasy, I fucked with Dark Twisted Fantasy in high school. But from there,
after those, man, his music turned into
when I got to college, Yeezus came out like my sophomore year in college, and
now he's just fucking fuck.
808s and
I
Heart
don't
Phrases
even know
was
what
hit,
to say about him.
But look, bro, my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I love that album. There's something about that album that I just like. I absolutely love that album. And then he did come out with the Watch the Throne shit. The Watch the Throne shit was dope. But yeah, man, this shit just
Who the fuck is this, C-Dub? Who the fuck is this, C-Dub? Why'd you post some kissing in the Discord? What?
What he posted in the Discord?
In my Discord, he posted some People kissing.
In which chat? General.
General. It's in general. To be C-Dub. What's crazy is that's not even the craziest. That's not even crazy. Like,
Yeah, see, that's what he goes in for.
because that's where he's at right now. I think is what he's showing.
Is that a black person?
Chilling. I don't know. Wow, that's a white girl.
No, I mean, but is that like a black person or is that somebody with a brown shirt on? Like, this whole image just looks weird because the back of this guy's head looks the same color as his shirt.
It does. It do.
So that's what threw me off in the image from Trump. I was like, what the fuck is That's where you at. Hey, well, look, I'm glad that you're fucking in with us in here while you're out there at the bar having a drink, man. That's a good time. Oh, my God. We need to go home and get a room.
Yeah, bro. Dude, people get bold in bars, man. It's kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, so you talking about karaoke. I'm a karaoke king. And this week I did karaoke. We went to this party, this Mardi Gras party with my wife's coworkers, and like they're like the older white folk. And so like they're like in their like 50s. And so like we didn't really know what to expect, to be real with you. But like I loved it because they are the great type. You got two different, you got different type as a black person. There's different types of white folks you interact with. But these folks were the best kind because they're just free, no judgment, no like. We don't even have that in our own community where you can go in certain environments and feel just straight up free and not feel any judgment, just do whatever the fuck you want to do type shit.
True.
And so like doing that was amazing. And they were like, they got to the end. It was like, oh, let's do karaoke. And my wife put me on the spot. She said, oh yeah, Kendall do karaoke. Can you do karaoke? And which is true, I am. But I wasn't going to do no songs there that night. So I was like, I'll go second. So they did the first song, and they remembered that I said that. I thought everybody was so fucked up that they remembered that I said I'd go second. But yeah, I pulled out some Rick James to give it to me, baby, and I fucking slayed that shit. Look, here's my karaoke list. Any of these songs on here.
What's up, Lou? How are you, bro?
What's up, Lou? We're just chatting it up at this point, Lou. We actually gotta get out of here. This is my karaoke list. This is just how far down it'll go. Any of these songs at any given time.
That's low key a big list for karaoke.
Any of these songs at any given time, I can just go ham. They reach to the bottom of that list. Yeah, go Sam. Yeah, I do remember those times, Trev. It was some fun as shit.
Wait, what?
We used to do karaoke in the Denver Nerds Discord. It translated over there to the it translated over there to the main gang Discord.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
But they used to host karaoke night, and that's where like because I got High Song came from. Because I went in there, I did that song in there, and it was like lit as peak. People would come in there, they'd sing. It was different because people had to sing a cappella. But I was different because I just get music and I just play it off of a speaker, and then I just do it that way. But yeah, that was a good ass time, bro. Those were hated. Like that was a great ass time to be replicated. But yeah, man. Either way, we got way off topic. But anyway, I did enjoy the all that to say. I love bringing it back to the topic that we got off topic from. All that to say, I did enjoy the Super Bowl from the overtime to the halftime. Look, before we get out of here, Justin, anything you want to throw out?
Not much, man. I'll be live tomorrow with some Apex. It's a new season.
It's season 20 out tonight, right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, at 12. Like, I mean, it drops at 12.
Yeah.
Are
So
you getting
I'm
on
like,
tonight?
I'm gonna rank tonight. I'm gonna try to get diamond tonight.
Whoa. How is that possible? Oh, because you're starting off where you're leaving from, right?
I'm at plat still. I'm plat 1. I'm like 700 off of diamond, and then I gotta win a game. So I'm gonna be.
But I'm asking, is that like when you go to season 20? Does that carry over?
I don't know how it's gonna work on season 20 because they're changing the rank system again. So yeah,
I'm probably not recording my video tonight because I'm tired, but I need to record it in the morning. I don't, not to say I'm tired, but you know, I need to record it when I have peak energy. I might hop on Apex after this.
I can't play with you though, because you can't rank.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, and I'm.
Well, you don't know how it's
would-
gonna work though, Justin.
I
You don't know
was
how it's
gonna.
gonna work in
I
this new
would.
ranked system.
No, I'm trying to get diamond for this season tonight.
Oh,
this
dude, you
season
only got
ends
30 minutes
tomorrow.
left.
No, I have literally until
Oh.
tomorrow.
I thought you said it comes out at midnight.
No, 12 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, damn. I might not get on. Fuck.
Yeah, there's no point for you tonight. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm literally
There is
just
no
trying to because I want to get diamond, but I'm
Yeah.
not. It's not too bright. on
Yeah.
that, but I'm gonna try.
Because I was going to play Apex last night, and then I was like, nah. Like, I don't know. At the end of the season, I didn't really have the battle pass either. It's like,
This next
Yeah,
battle
ain't
pass
really
was
no
fire
Deadpool.
too. Like,
Yeah, I watched the
guns and
video.
everything looked good.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited. I watched
it's gonna be
I
dope.
watched your season 20 video, and I'm like, okay, yep.
Yeah, it looks
give
good.
me-
It looks
give me
good.
this shit.
But
Give me this shit. What? Just explain something for me though. The level up shit. As to like, does each different hero, does each different legend get a different
I think so.
like level up?
I believe so. I think it depends on each, like definitely depends on each different character. I think you can for all of them you can use it on like upgrading your shield. But I mean, a lot of things is just a lot of things are kind of unclear. I'm hoping it's not all like Fortnite. But yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, and I'm
Be
thinking
fun.
like it's like a level up, like if your shield level, like the way your shield levels up when you do shit,
Yeah,
you
I
can
think so.
Okay.
But yeah,
Alright.
I'll be live tomorrow doing that though, probably a little bit earlier than normal, but we'll see. And then yeah, people join the Discord. I don't have the link in here, but yeah, join my Discord. Join the underground Discord as well. All that good stuff. And yeah, man, go make sure y'all follow Kindle on.
Look, let me do it. Let me do it.
No, because
do
you're
that.
not going to.
Let me do that. Yo, all right, y'all. I will see y'all. We'll see y'all Thursday. We got another great show Thursday. Trying to line up a good guest. I'm gonna be real. I need to find some more guest pools. Just to expand the guest range. But shout out to the guests that come through. There's no shade at the guests that we got already. But I do want to get some more. Get some more different talented guests in the building.
Real quick, if y'all have guest suggestions, put that in Discord too. Like,
Yeah, put that in Discord, but
See
don't
what
be
we can do,
suggesting
yeah.
nobody I don't fuck with.
exactly.
And if you have a question if I fuck with them
you
or not,
can, but we just won't have them on. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
and if you want to know who I don't fuck with, I'll tell you. Just hit me up in our DMs. I'm just playing. I won't tell you. Actually, I don't know. I can't tell it what I want.
depending on who
I
it
can't.
is,
I can't tell what type of. I can't tell what type of energy I want to be on. Yet. Like I don't know if I want to be on the fuck the world type energy, like early dinner nerd
I'll
type
tell
shit,
you.
where it's like fuck the world, or if I want to be on like just some current dinner nerds type shit. It was like you're just cool with people. But either way, you have a theory.
Jay, what else do you
should.
all play? Right now, dude, C-Dub, I'm like addicted to Apex still, unfortunately. But I mean, I've been playing a lot of 2K offline as well.
Are you doing World of Warcraft? Is that what WOW is?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I need to get into
But look, follow me on Twitter. That's Nerds Underground. If you're on Instagram, I think on Instagram I'm still King Cunch. Yep, King Cunch on Instagram, King Cunch on TikTok as well. But all in all, man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. We're gonna be back Thursday with another dope stream.
Yes,
With
sir.
that being said, we are out of. Fuck it, Justin. I've been debating on whether or not I was gonna do bars tonight. Cause to be real, ever since I've been on my break, I don't know what's been up with my bars, but like I just feel like I haven't been feeling my bars like that just since I've been taking my break.
Well,
So I've been debating on whether or not I'm gonna do it.
not the last one, but the one before that one. Fire.
That one was fire.
Long. You're on one on that other one.
I mean, Daniel Fisher always put the lines in. He want the bars
Damn.
in. We got the beat in. Gotta bring the shit in. Open door, bring the freaks in. Look, we talk about these rumors, gotta bring the leaks in. Do this shit from Monday until the fucking weekend. Go ahead and take a fucking deep breath in and exhale the shit like it's motherfucking smoke. I got these motherfucking bars to make a bad bitch choke. She can't take that shit all the way down her. But if I pour the liquor, I'ma have to pour the boat. And if I had to tie the knot, I got the fucking rope. Damn, cool with the words and the verbs, cause I do it. All these bitches out here looking like he the doest. All these bitches out here looking like he the truest. Got the pussy wet, that shit and looking real doest. It's looking real moist. I'm the person of choice. I'm the one they be like, he the motherfucking him. I am him, and I always will be. But don't ever dare call me Himothy. Riding on the motherfucking Hemi ass engine. I'm in my shit. I'm in my motherfucking zone, and I've been that. Damn. I wasn't
Been
about
that
to slip and
bitch?
say the word Justin don't want me to say, but I'ma go ahead and swing the shit the other way like hitter, made them big fucking hitters, big triggers. We gon' switch it up like damn. I got some fans. Like damn, but this ain't only fans. But if it was, they subscribe to your man because big hits, big swings, big moves, big things, championship, big rings. You know me, I'm on my big damn. But either way, I switch the flow up and go get it. Every time I hear the beat, I gotta fucking hit it. Got a bad bitch with a slim, thick ass, slim, thick waist, damn pretty face. Can't help the place. I just rap at my own pace. I run my own race. These people look at me. I be like, you disgrace. But they look at me like a legend in this bitch. I can't help it. We just legends in this bitch. I got Justin on the right hand side of the screen. All these people want these theories like these some fiends. I can't help it if they love the way that I spit. I can't help it if they love the way I'm legit. But then I just come back with shit again, like fucking Chiefs on the track, like back to back. And if you let me play again, I might just win for the third season again. But either way, we let it go and let the shit flow. Damn, did the beat end? That was wild. Or did the beat change? You see, that's what really happened. Like, I don't even really know what I'm rapping on. So things like this will happen and the beat will change. So, you know, if the beat drops, I might come back on it. But if it don't, I'm off of it. Alright, nah, that's it. That's it. It's a good way to say goodnight. I'll holler at y'all later. This shit right here probably get the stream copy hit. But either way, we gone.